We can't hear anything.
There it is.
Everybody wants to be my enemy.
We can hear you.
Right to 729, so bounce back and forth between all.
Enemy. And the corner is play, and the kids in the dark are doomed from the start. The child be changed.
One, two, 1, 2. You got me, Jackson? Good. All I do is scratch stuff out so I don't forget people's names.
What's up, Jimmy Newton? How you doing, buddy?
Pretty clever.
It is. And then I try to ad-lib the rest of it.
I couldn't tell that part. I could not tell that you had.
What's up, Candace?
Oh, really? That's
people
weird
on the
'cause
feed
sometimes I
there.
mess
Yeah,
up.
boy.
It's not
They
very
were on
observant, apparently.
YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook.
Cool. That's awesome.
You gotta spread it out, man. Gotta hold it out.
Mm-hmm. I did something like where it was able to hit all the different platforms at once.
Yeah, I got.
July 7th, 2022, live from the land of the free and the home of the brave. That's right, guys. Happy July 4th. It's the Everyday Joe Show. Tooth is on assignment. Eli Kidder, Bull, intern Jackson, special guest Lewis Brice, and your host, the Travis Reed. Like I just said, guys, happy 4th of July. And kudos to both Tullahoma and Manchester, Coffee County in its entirety. Phenomenal job putting on a great fireworks show, a great display, a great thing for our local community and local town. Guys, we're really blessed tonight. We got a good friend of the show that introduced us to Mr. Lewis Brice. He is out and about, just come off tour. He still has the road rash on his backside from where they drug him in. I guess his arms are tired because of the flight. He just flew in. His arms are tired. Because he flew with his arms. But anyway, Lewis is here to talk about his new single, Livin', which can be found on all streaming platforms. And I don't know, but I assume he's done another tune or two. I guess to be on tour, he had to. So I don't know. Let's get done with this and take it away, the Travis Reed.
All right, y'all ready to do this?
Waiting on you, Hub.
Waiting on me.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, welcome to the
Next episode.
the Everyday Joe Show. My host, the Travis Reed. You might have heard of me before.
No.
Crickets. That's 2 weeks in a row, man. Jeez.
1982.
Yeah, 1982. It's a good song. All right, guys, here we are. Thursday night, episode 251, Studio 11. It is hot as crap. I don't know why. Because it's
Summertime.
I would say the Devil's Unmentionables.
The Devil's Unmentionables is outside. This is ridiculous.
All of them.
That's right.
The Devil has a lot of unmentionables.
All right, guys, as Bull said, Tooth is on assignment again. That's a lot. Is he in, like, alternative school? Is that what this is?
I've given up.
It's almost like Facebook jail.
It's almost like
believe it
Facebook
is.
jail.
Well,
He might
well
be.
said, Eli. Well said.
So sitting in his chair tonight, Mr. Lewis Brice. Thank you for coming, sir. Appreciate it.
Oh man, thank y'all for having me.
Yeah, man.
It's always nice to get out and about a little bit.
Yeah, well, you've already been out and about, apparently. But
Yeah, I've been home for like 3 days or something like that. I flew in Monday. And
oh,
so-
yeah, you're good then. You're
Yeah,
fine.
we're good.
Yeah, you're
We're good.
young. You got this, man. What are you having to drink tonight?
Well, I got a little of some type of concoction you guys poured me from a tap, so in a nice cool cup. It's nice and cold. I appreciate
Well,
that.
that'll work. Yeah,
I believe that's a Common John Straight and Narrow.
Common John Straight and Narrow.
Cool.
Yep.
And a little Grandpa's old cough syrup right here. So.
That's exactly right. Coats the throat while we're talking. you
It
know?
does.
Yeah.
It does.
Cures what ails you.
It does. Thanks for being here, Lewis. We appreciate it.
Thank
bud.
you for having me.
Yes, sir. Intern Xavier.
What's up?
How are you now?
Good. How are you?
Good. What you having to drink?
A ghost.
Man, them things are terrible.
A what?
Ghost energy
Ghost?
drinks. It's like no sugar and no and some dude's like, oh, you gotta try them because I don't like energy drinks. Well, I tried it and I spit it out and threw it away.
It's like my new favorite one.
Oh God,
What flavor is it?
Ghost.
green.
Sour watermelon.
I thought you was going to say it
All
was
right.
Green. What flavor is it? Green.
instead of
What's
blue.
your favorite flavor?
Boo.
Purple.
Nobody gets
Does it taste like
They're-
a
they're
sour spree or
They have
something
no
like
sense
that?
of humor.
That's what the can looks like. I was watching Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer the other day, and they were doing their little show from a couple years ago. And,
2 bears?
yeah, and he said, "Hang on, I got to take a drink of Kool-Aid," and he takes a drink of the Kool-Aid. Tom
Drink
Segura's
the
like,
Kool-Aid, huh?
"Are you starting your day with Kool-Aid?" He's like, "Yeah, it's awesome." He's like, "Well, what flavor is it?" Red. Like, so I guess red's a flavor. It was when I was a kid.
Purple drink.
Purple drink.
Oh, there's a blue one,
There is a blue. I like the grape. Purple.
orange one.
Purple drink.
Orange is good. See, orange is both.
Orange takes you back to football practice. So.
Yes, it does. But it was way watered down.
Yeah.
Jackson, thanks for being here. Well,
Yes.
how are you now?
Well, since everybody would not be quiet earlier, here comes my joke. His ghost flavor is blueberry. Ha ha.
Oh my
I've
God.
been taking my cues on dad jokes from LeBron.
I fixed to say, yeah, because LeBron, he had one last night and he fumbled it and it was terrible.
You're probably the best dad joke teller on the panel.
Woo! Thank you.
You're the
Eli.
only dad joke teller on the panel.
There's a
though.
reason for that.
There's a reason for that. What are you drinking tonight, Bull?
Man, I am having water with 7-Up, but I'm fixing to have some.
You're mixing your water?
I am. Yeah. Yeah, I have water with 7-Up,
Interesting.
but it's a 7-Up packet, is what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, and
I
it's
was like, that's weird. Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you
Now it's
just
like
drink
liquid IV
7 Up
7-Up?
or water?
Yep, no, it's just it's water
not a
with a
bad
7-Up
idea.
packet. It's because I didn't plan properly this evening, and so I'm having to work with what I
I
got.
hear it's the Uncola.
It is the Uncola. I'm gonna have to refer to the box.
It says so
before
on the box.
I
I believe.
confirm.
Never have, never will.
Come on.
But yeah, no, I'm having water. Going to have me a straight and narrow here in just a minute, and I'm going to relax and adult with you guys.
Oh, hey.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here, Bull.
Yes, sir.
Eli Kidder.
Yes.
How are you now?
Man, I am well.
No, you're not.
I know.
Okay.
I'm a bit under the weather.
Are
How
you?
are you?
I'm fabulous.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, thank you. What you got?
I'm gonna try to stomach this Miller Lite.
Yeah?
It's Golden Top.
Golden Top. Fine Pilsner beer?
It is. It's delicious.
Do you know how we know it's a fine Pilsner beer?
How do you know?
It says so on the can.
Well, there
Show
you
'em.
go.
It's
Factual.
You got to believe whatever it says on the can.
Yeah.
The can is
Born
just
on
like
date?
the internet.
It is.
Yeah, can't lie.
It's got a born on date.
Well,
Look at
you
that.
could
Has a
find
story about
Pilsner
it?
beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
it
union
is.
made. Even says
It
that
is
on
union
there.
If
made.
it's in the stamp, you got to believe it.
Got to.
It's in the stamp.
They wouldn't put it there for no reason.
No, you can't stamp something
Unless
unless
they get sued for false advertising. I mean, there's lawsuits abounding everywhere.
There's
They
like
are.
billions of cans going out there.
probably a bunch against
That's a lot of
us.
True.
lawsuits.
A lot of lawsuits.
Eli, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Travis. I appreciate you having the
You're,
show.
you're welcome.
What's in your number 11 Common John Cup?
Man, right there, number 11. That's a straight and narrow. The tooth, if you will.
How is it? Oh, he did. He went classy with it. Did you see that?
He went pinkies up.
I did, man. You got to. That's classy right there. That's a good drink.
It's really
Is it good?
smooth.
Yeah.
Refreshing, crisp.
You know what it tastes like?
What does it taste
It
like?
tastes
Oh,
trabulous.
I love that. I love
See, I
when
worked it in there.
You hit that vibrato
I
like
did
that.
hit the bravado. Yeah, I'll be paying for that one tomorrow. We'll be able to talk.
You probably will.
All right, guys. Speaking of Comet John, this weekend they've got a jam-packed weekend. Damage Control Pale Ale is back on tap. That stuff is fire. What happened? There we go.
Damage control.
I see what you did. You took the Prince song, and then look at there. It's returning this weekend. Merch alert: the CJ badge, CJ head, and Tex logo stickers are back in stock. Better get them before they go because they go quick. I did see about 8,000 of them at Bonnaroo this year that are faded that had been there for several years.
Really?
Yeah, and I took Megan took a picture of me standing beside one, and that got more likes than the entire post itself. Like, thanks, but you know, it's good. See, it is what it is. Friday night, Sarah Pearson is playing. Local favorite, guys. If you've not heard Sarah sing, you need to do a favor, yourself a favor, and go listen to her. 6 to 10 on Friday night. Saturday night, Fat Tuesday. Michael Childress and his full band are playing 6 to 10. If you like some good old school rock and roll, they'll even throw about 5 Kiss songs in there on you.
What about the coffee, huh?
Oh, that coffee's fire. It is. It's Megan Farrell approved for sure.
Well, there you have it.
Fire.
Yeah, it is. Don't forget Singo. Every Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Singo. It's like playing bingo, but with songs.
And it's so much fun.
Interesting.
So much fun. I got to host a segment last week. I had a table to my right they were more interested in singing the songs than they were playing Singo. It was a blast.
Did you do round 2?
I did do round 2.
Round 2 is a little more lively, I noticed.
Yeah, everybody gets the beers in.
I'm really interested in that. Like, so singo. Like,
Yeah.
you sing a song and match it with a.
Yeah,
You get a bingo board, basically, with the title of the song.
Okay.
And when that song comes on, you
Check it out.
check it out.
Cool.
and they tell you the name of the song. So you can get really boogered up and still play, and you're fine. It's no skill.
Yeah.
None at all.
It's just dumb luck. And it's
But-
so much fun.
I get to talking, oh, what song was that? I'm asking little kids to walk by, hey, what song was that? I don't know what it is.
Or did they play like a whole clip of it, like the whole chorus?
About
The whole-
20 seconds.
About 20 seconds. Okay, cool.
Depending on the song. If
So you
it's
gotta somewhat know your music.
a
Yeah.
killer sing-along song,
Yeah.
they'll just run it.
Just let that thing ride.
If everybody's getting into it.
Boots paying under.
Oh, yeah. They
If
let,
it's Shania, they let it go.
Yeah, I bet.
you got to let it go. Or if it's Elsa, you got to let it go, too.
Feel like a woman.
That's right. Also, Sundays for poker, 2 to 4 p.m. If you want to register to play, worldtavernpoker.com. Go to the quick register. It's not written down. I got to remember it from memory. Quick register, select the event at Common John, sign up to play that way. 2 to 4, poker on Sundays. It's in the rear.
See that?
I did see that.
could've been
It
killed.
was a pterodactyl.
Yes, it was.
You think it'll pick up the pterodactyl again on the closed caption?
Perhaps.
It might. Also, guys, our good friends at Green Bud Lounge, they have now added a Pac-Man machine. So, look at that. Oh, they got another machine. I didn't see that one.
That's a fun time.
At the Mine House? Heck yeah. So, we got some new additions. Go see Joel up there at Green Bud Lounge. Let's see here. All right. So, last Thursday, we braved the weather and went to the Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison, and Joan Jett concert. Poison didn't play. Brett Michaels had to go to the hospital. Of course, he has the type 1 diabetes, had for years. So they didn't get to play. We get there, it starts raining and lightning, so we weren't there yet. So we went to Miranda Lambert's restaurant or bar, and I'm hungry. So she's like, well, let's go to the second floor. They have food. And I will say this, if you are a single guy, that's the place to be.
Oh, yeah?
The women outnumber the men 4 to 1, at least.
Really?
Absolutely. So we get to the second floor, and this girl walks by, and she's got this like white denim vest on, sleeves cut off, and like sparklies all over it. And Megan just goes, I love your jacket. She's like, thanks. And I was like, hey, how you doing? You know, not paying attention or whatever. So the lady in front of us waiting, she's like, you know who that was? We're like, oh, that was Hunter Girl from American Idol. The girl from Winchester.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was like, well, that's neat.
There you go.
Who else we gonna see here?
Yeah.
You know, but food was all right. The beer was cold. So we finally get over to Nissan Stadium, and there are 50,000 people at this concert, and the sides and behind were closed off because you couldn't see anything because of the stage.
Oh, the Justin Bieber concert?
Oh, no, that was week before last.
Okay.
Yeah. And
a good show.
man, there was leather everywhere,
Like the wet leather or like suede leather?
like the real baby powder.
Like your leather pants?
Yeah, like my leather pants. Yeah,
Like
exactly.
if you drop a guitar, the leather will catch it.
Exactly. That's why I wore
First time I've heard it. Yeah.
Like chaps.
I've seen that happen.
boots and chaps, cowboy hats, spurs and let it go.
Yeah, I like how you know
Huh?
there.
You see that?
Yeah.
Man, there was a lot of folk there, and there was a lot of folk there that did not need to be wearing those leather pants.
But they were probably enjoying those bands in their prime
So
also.
was it not hot?
Dog, it was horrible.
Like leather and hot?
It
Humid, rain, steam, 90 degrees. I'd hate to be their hamper when they got home.
Leather ain't very breathable.
I'm gonna say
He
half of
knows.
those leather pants probably got thrown away when they got home.
If they could get them off.
Yes, exactly.
If they could, 'cause they probably like tightened up.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say most of those leather pants were just on their second layaway payment, so they probably couldn't have got thrown away.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, there's some people there that they've been waiting for 30 years for this concert. There was a dude with a cane, and he legit needed a cane. And I'm like,
Think he needed a cane the first time he went to this concert?
probably so. He was that old. Like, dude, why are you here? He is pouring sweat. I am too, but I was drinking a mess of Miller Lights. I was just
A mess of
a
them.
mess of
A
them.
mess.
Well, here we go again.
I love the mess.
Yeah,
It's clearly a mess.
a mess. It's bigger
Goes
than a
with-
bushel.
Goes without saying.
It is.
A mess is bigger than a
We
bushel.
don't need to go on that.
We don't do that tangent
Yeah,
again this
stay-
week. No,
stay
you're
away
right.
from
But
that.
man, it was a good time. There were kids, like younger kids, like early 20s, singing every single word to Def Leppard and Motley Crue. I was like,
That's awesome.
man, there is hope. Yes, thank goodness. Def Leppard put on a fire show. Them guys they're in the pocket, tight. Motley Crue. Oh, I love Vince Neil. He did better than he did 20 years ago when I saw him at Starwood. But Tommy Lee, coming back from Broken Rib, he beat the absolute fire out of the drums. I mean,
Makes sense.
he was killing it. Mick Mars, I think he moved 6 inches the whole time.
Well, he couldn't move 20 years ago.
Yeah, they got that bone disease. Joan Jett walked out, and I'm like, she's not going to make it to the microphone.
Oh, really?
But dude, she sounded phenomenal. I mean, she killed it. Her guitar playing was great. Her band was great.
Whiffs of BO and weed everywhere.
It was there. Me and one dude made eye contact. I was like, "Man, can you smell that?" And I was like, I looked this way, and this dude's like, points at me. I'm like, I don't. It's not
ain't
me. I don't smoke. I don't know what you're talking. I just smell it loud right now. I don't know what it is. But it was a good time, man. It's good to see live music and good to see that many people watching, good old 80s rock and roll. It was a fun time, man. We had a blast. And then last Sunday, before last, I guess, me and Tooth went to see NASCAR in Nashville.
Did you pay for the whole seat?
Man, I did, but all I need was the edge.
That's right.
That's right. I even see him picture the edge of my seat, and I said,
yeah.
"Man, look at there. It's all I need."
$87 right there.
It's like 2 inches.
Tooth had never been, and he was, get started, and he said, "Man, these cars are going around this track in 30 seconds." I'm like, well, they're doing like 160, 180 miles an hour.
That's crazy.
He's like, "Oh my God, man!" And like, he was into it. Then lightning and the rain, like big old fat rain, sideways rain, all the rains that Forrest Gump talked about
All in one
came
seat.
down while we're trying to walk to the car because of lightning delay, and we can't find the car.
Oh, no.
And I was sober. All I had was water. I didn't even drink that day because it was too hot to drink.
Too hot to drink? I don't know
Yes.
if I've ever heard that.
I'm a little disappointed in you. I'm not gonna lie. You were NASCAR and
you were-
hang on. I didn't go because of the rain. I'm like, no, there's 70% chance. I'm just gonna stay at home, boys. But it was NASCAR.
It was NASCAR.
You had a driver,
I did.
and it was too hot to drink.
Too hot. It was that hot.
I'm not going to make you explain yourself because I know it'll be embarrassing. So that's terrible. That's terrible.
I've let everybody down. Well, thank goodness we got to go to break.
Yeah, we need to take a break.
That's
Good
right.
grief. I'm so disappointed in you.
I love you too. Oh, man. See, Jimmy says too hot for golf, so yeah, it's too hot to drink.
Too hot for golf.
That's right. That's a song.
Yeah.
Too hot for golf.
Too hot at home.
Just got to put that
They're like
towel
a Brad
down the
Paisley
cooler,
song.
guys. It's easy. Put your towel down in your cooler. Wear it like a little scarf.
It was so hot, they were handing that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, take a first break and come back. We're going to talk to Mr. Lewis Brice. And we're going to have a little bit of lunchtime theater, some music of the week later on, a little bit of Travis talk maybe, some burning questions with Lewis. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live.
Get that out.
weekend. Five five.
Months to play his first game. Destination. Don't tell.
The Rooster, 105.
No.
Why do you yell like that?
All right, guys, welcome back to the Everyday Joe Show. Brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live, episode 251. Lewis Brice, intern Xander, Bull, Eli Kidder, me, the Travis Reed. 2 still on assignment, Facebook jail, alternative school, something. He's in trouble. I'm not sure what he did, but. All right, guys, our special guest this evening, Mr. Lewis Brice. How are you, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic.
That's right. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
You've been a good, like, Himalaya, like, Carney guy on with that voice there. Yeah, fantastic.
Ladies and boys and girls.
That's right. Do you want to go faster?
That's my radio voice.
Here it is. I don't have one. I got to find mine. All right, so, Lewis, where are you from, man?
From Sumter, South Carolina.
I have been there.
You have been there?
I have been
no
there
way.
several times.
So you know where Shaw Air Force Base then is?
Yeah, that's why I went, because my uncle
Was in the Air Force?
was in Air Force.
Cool.
So
Awesome.
when I was a child, we went there, Fort Sumner, she lived in like Somerville.
Yeah, Somerville. Fort Sumter, that's all. That's the fort off of coast of Charleston.
Right.
That's a cool spot.
Yes.
But Sumter is like way up in the state. It's probably about an hour and 10 minutes from Charleston and whatnot. So
By Spartanburg?
no, Spartanburg's about an hour and a half more closer to Clemson anyway. So more north-west anyway
That's
from
just the only
Sumter.
town I could remember from South Carolina.
Yeah. Spartanburg. Yeah.
That's right. It was good
It's worth
effort.
a shot.
Yeah, so that explains the Clemson thing on your
Go
car.
Tigers all day long.
Yeah.
Clemson's a big, a lot of my friends back home, they're big Carolina Gamecocks, Carolina Gamecock fans
right.
because Columbia is 45 minutes away from my hometown. But man, I just don't know if I could.
Can't cheer for that.
No, go Tigers. My whole family has been, Tigers growing up and everything. And you know what? The campus is really awesome. It's really cool campus.
Yeah,
Columbia's fun. I've had some good times at
I
Columbia.
was supposed to go, but I didn't get to go.
Yeah.
To Clemson. Yeah. A couple weekends ago.
Oh, Clemson's fun.
Yeah. I got a couple shout outs from some coach, Coach
Yep.
Ford. Give me a shout out. That was
Nice. My buddy Taj Boyd is still there. He's
Taj Boyd?
he's my dude, man.
Really?
He's my boy.
fun. That dude was bad.
Yeah, that's actually who gave me this hat.
Really?
Yeah, because one day I had one of my hats on, and he was like, "Man, I like that hat, bro." And I was like, "Well, I like your hat, bro." And he was like,
We trade.
Let's trade. So we traded.
Man.
But he's awesome.
he
He's
number
a good
8?
dude. Taj Boyd, he's a coach there.
I know,
think
but I think he was like number 8.
I think so.
I don't know why.
Was it 6 or 7? I can't remember.
He was bad.
He
Google
was
it.
great.
Google machine. Research team.
Awesome dude. But
Yeah. So South Carolina.
South Carolina, Sumter, South Carolina, born and raised. Lived in Charleston, South Carolina for like 5 years. And then from there, I got my 2-year degree in associate of science. I wanted to crack backs at one point in my life.
Crack some backs.
Yeah, but that didn't work out. And so I moved to Nashville whenever they said I should go to more school. And I was like, nah, I'm going to go to Nashville. I got one degree. I'm going to go be a kid for a little bit. And
There you go.
Hang out. And I was bartending for like 2 or 3 weeks at a place called 12th and Porter. And then from there, I was in a band after that. And then I've been bartending and writing music and everything. Well, I don't bartend anymore. I quit bartending after about 2 or 3 years in town. Yeah. And then I've been playing music ever since, writing it.
And we realized that you and Bull were at the Tin Roof. Was it Tin Roof?
No, we were at 12th and
Porter.
Porter.
Probably
Yeah,
10
it's
Roof
the same
and 12th
time.
and Porter.
We were definitely at both. Either there or Dan McGinnis on Sunday.
Oh,
Drivers
Dan
night.
McGinnis, yeah.
That was my
I
spot.
walked in, y'all talking that story. I'm like, because he's told me the story about that night
Yeah.
before. And then you were there.
I was actually working that night. I actually turned down a gig. I had a big gig that I got invited to play with my brother down in like Georgia. I think Augusta, Georgia, actually, a place called Country Club. And it was supposed to be a big, huge New Year's Eve thing. And at the time, the bosses that I had, they were like, well, and they said, we requested off, we're good to go. And then like a week before, they were like, so if you go play that gig and you don't work New Year's Eve, because they had Cage the Elephant playing, it's pretty big show, I would say.
Yeah.
And then I said, but it said, don't worry about coming back. And I was like, oh. And I was at that point where the money was good, but I was doing music, so I was kind of making a big decision. I feel like I don't know what, I ended up staying. I ended up working the night.
Right.
Had a great time.
I can't wait for you to tell me about that evening.
Yeah, I'll tell you the rest. I'll tell you about the rest of that evening at some other time.
Excited.
But
I got there, and that was brilliant.
The main thing I remember was a dude, the lead singer from Cage the Elephant, was literally crowd walking into the middle of the concert, into the middle of the whole crowd was like rocking and rolling and walked back to the stage. I've never seen somebody crowd walk. I've seen people crowd surf, but he crowd walked.
Yeah.
So
It's pretty incredible.
yeah, it was insane.
That's baller
That's
status.
busy.
It was nuts. It was
busy.
busy as it could be.
All right, so moved to Nashville.
Yep.
Work. Then he's like, nah, let's do this music thing.
Yeah, I was in a band for a couple of years, a band called Oakleaf. We tried out got asked to do a show called Can You Do It? If you remember that on CMT.
I do.
Did that. I was on like the second season, I believe. I was on the season with Joey and Rory, sweethearts.
Get on the DVR and check that out.
Yeah, man. So well, at that time, I looked
sure
like
I
a
got that
vampire.
episode.
Had long. I have long hair again, but
Right.
then I don't know. It just looked weird. Don't ever look at that picture. If you find that picture, it's pretty scary.
Research team.
I'm on it.
Let's look at it. You know we can send that picture there.
I know.
Just mess with it.
But we had a good. I got top
really
8.
can.
I got top 8 on that show. Did
Sweet.
that, but we ended up breaking us up on the show. But then we both got off the show, and so we did the duo thing for a little bit. Didn't work out so well, and I started doing my own thing. It's been writing ever since. And
How long ago was that?
I've been in Nashville about 16 years.
16. Wow.
Yeah, so I've been working a
When did you
long
move to
time.
Nashville when you were 12?
Yeah, I wish. No,
What are you like?
I was 23 when I moved to town.
So you're like my age almost?
I don't like to tell my age, but
no.
I'm in the late 30s.
Okay. Well, you're not-
39. I'm 39. I'll be 40 this
43.
year. I'll be 40
Man, I'm
this year.
doing something wrong. You look like you're 28. No comments from the peanut gallery over there.
There it is.
There it is.
That's my eclipse. So what's the vampire TV show Twilight?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for growing the beard, bud.
I know. I know, right?
Appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate it. He found a picture,
Like a
right?
souped up like Joe Nichols or something.
Souped up.
That's that is a. I'm giving you props, not Joe Nichols.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Well,
I like Joe Nichols. I never met him. I'm sure he's a nice guy.
I've never met him. I heard he is a nice guy, though.
He better be.
I don't know, but
Everybody said-
he was a Trans Am away from helping people.
Wow. April, he's engaged. I'm 39 too. Just saying.
Oh, man.
He's engaged.
Yeah, my fiance's here. She's hanging out.
Yeah, that's
She's in
right.
the studio.
Oh, she's over there
Better watch
warming
out.
up, dude. Somebody gonna catch some hands.
Yeah.
Don't beat her up. She works for me, and she got to be at work tomorrow.
No, I did that. Been here 16 years. Write and sing music now. Put out some music so far. Put out an EP and a bunch of singles, and we've had a little success here and there. And so,
When did you start like playing guitar and getting interested in music?
man, like I said, I was really young. I got my first guitar when I was like 11 or something like that.
Right.
But like when I really took it serious, I wrote my very first song. I feel like when I was 16 or 15 or something like that. And I was really young. I was young. I graduated pretty early, and so I was like an English class in my first year of college, right? And so the assignment was to write a poem, and I was like, or sonnet or something like that. And I was
Right.
like, well, I mean, a sonnet or a poem is kind of like music or a song.
Right.
And I asked my teacher, I said, would it be okay if I wrote a song and performed it for the class rather than write a whole paper? She was like, oh yeah, whatever. Okay, sure. Why not? So I get there and I wrote a song called, it's called Starstruck. I don't remember how to play it, but I remember the name of the song. And so I went there in my class, got there, I was like, hey guys, so I'm for my, because we're supposed to read our speeches or whatever, sonnets.
Right.
I was like, here we go. I'm doing my song, very first song. Man, in class, get a standing ovation. In my class. So
Really?
it's pretty fun. And I was like, okay, that worked pretty cool. So, but yeah, from there, I went to school for a little bit, went out to Charleston, went to school for a good bit. And then I played a couple parties, a couple bars, stuff like that. And then eventually moved to Nashville. And so it probably took me about 3 or 4 years in Nashville to really kind of get to the situation. I was getting to an age where I had to figure out what I wanted to do.
Right.
You know, either I'm a bartender or I'm figure out a job or I'm gonna do music series. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do music. So I went down to Key West a bunch. I really cut my teeth down there. Like a lot of people do Broadway down in Nashville. I just never really got in that scene. And so luckily I had a friend, Nick Norman, that lived down in Key West, Florida. And so I got part of the Songwriters Festival, and I'd go down there. I'd go there for like 2 or 3 weeks at a time to go play. You know, I'd go play 4-hour gigs, just like Broadway. But I'd go down there. But I'd introduce all of my original music during my set that I'd been writing while I've been in Nashville. So I'd go down, you know, Key West 3 or 4 weeks, make some money to live in Nashville, come back up. Once I learned 25 cover songs, I was like, well, that's all I got to learn. I could cover a 4-hour set and make some money.
Yeah.
And so did that for a while, and you know, just ever since I've been fortunate enough to get a publishing deal in between all that.
Sweet.
And so write music, and I've done enough to where I can pick and choose when I go out touring and whatnot. Man. So if it's worth my while, I'll do it. If it's worth for the career and everything, so it's great. Right. And which I've been on tour for the past month and a half, maybe something like that, month and a half. We were gone for the first week for 3 weeks solid.
Oh, wow.
And then I was home for 3 days, and I was gone for 4 days, and I was been home for 4 days, and now my awesome, fantastic fiance is so understanding. She is. She's pretty awesome, and so I take off Saturday morning actually at like 5 a.m. and then fly out, and we got gigs from there. We got like 11 gigs in a row or something like that. So,
wow.
But I'm flying her out to a couple of gigs.
Oh yeah, she gonna get to come hang out.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
We're
Good
working
time,
out.
man.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, 'cause y'all getting married pretty soon, right?
We are October 1st.
Man, that's a good month right there.
Yeah, we just celebrated our 1 year engagement anniversary. I guess all the anniversaries keep adding up. We got birthdays. We got the first time we said I love you. The first time. First
What grade
time.
are you guys in?
Look at her with like,
I don't like that guy.
well, dude, you got a busy summer, man.
I do. We've been rocking, and like I said, I think my buddy Nick Norman. I've been on the
You're
porch.
talking about from all the anniversaries?
Yeah, all the
That's a
anniversaries.
busy summer. Yeah.
That's more than all of us. I'll say that.
Thank goodness for Google Calendar.
That's right.
I'm just picking. I got them all in my brain the whole time.
As you should. As you should.
Good job, sir. Proud of you.
Yeah. It's been nice, man. My buddy Nick Norman, he's been doing music for a long time. One of my best friends, brother-like, and so my brother Lee Brice, he actually produced a record on him here recently, and so he's been out promoting that. Last year, he started this thing called the Porch Tour, and we did it at a time where not a lot of people were going out playing live music,
Right.
but these houses, private parties, people still want to hear music. So he booked like 75 shows in like 3 months, and we were rock. We played shows after show after show, but it was very, very cool. Some of the crowds are 25, 35 people. Some of the crowds were 75, 150 people.
Right.
We sold so much merch, and we made a lot of fans. And so this year, I think you broke it down a little bit more, a little less. And so we've had like 43 shows, or we have 43 shows this summer, and so that's within June and the mid-July, end of July. Yeah. So it's a good bit.
What a great way to build relationships.
It is. And a lot of these people, so Nick's been playing down in Key West for a lot of years. And so he's made a lot of friends, a lot of good contacts. So a lot of these people, they have businesses, and they're like, hey, we want to throw a party on for my business. Let's have this great entertainment come up. And so they know myself and they know Nick. And so we'll go up there, hire us. We'll bring our system and go to these. We play some of these amazing back porches. I mean, when I say porches, I mean, these things are something you see out of movies and stuff like that. Some are on lakes, some are on beaches, some are on top of a mountain and stuff like that. So it's just been a really cool experience.
Homes.
Yeah, yeah, right, exactly.
So Joe at the trailer park was not one of the destinations.
No, well, we played a place called Blarney Island. We stayed in the campsite, and my dude that was right beside us, he had his little camper in the ground, like attached to it. And it was our dude the whole time, man. We hung out with him the whole time. It was great. He got me a big bottle of tequila. He's the nicest guy in the world.
He is the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah, man.
Hang out with that guy. My brother lives down there in Key West.
Oh, yeah, Key West is fun. Key West is great. Like I said, that was like my second home for a long time.
Yeah.
Because I went there so much.
That's terrible that you had to do
I
that.
know, right? It was a lot. Oh, terrible. So,
Yeah, how'd you do it?
oh, man. I went down there one time with a broken foot. So I
Yeah.
drove 18 hours and played about 12, 13 shows in like 12 days, and then drove.
Okay,
right back,
everybody in
and then
radio
drove
land,
right
he's
back.
lying. He is a fit man, and we know how he did it, like with his shirt off, and like the locks were just like swaying with beads of sweat in it as he just sort of probably meandered through the water.
He meandered.
I've
through the
seen
water.
Baywatch. I know how they do it.
Yeah.
Meander.
Yeah,
Thank
meander,
you.
yeah.
So you definitely
You
meandered.
dropped the E there.
I think we've created a new word, meander.
Yeah.
Mandarin.
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 Like the orange.
Like I love mandarin orange. Golly, it tastes.
I like Mandarin.
Oh, I love John.
He's a treasure, is what he is.
He is a treasure.
He's like a modern day Archie Bunker. Can't pronounce anything right. Everything's wrong, but we love him.
He's a Jim.
I try hard.
Man, you do.
You get the A for effort, brother. I tell you.
That's fantastic.
We're proud of him, Lewis. We're proud of him.
Yeah, man.
We love him. Yeah, dude. Key West. That would be rough.
Real
I
rough.
really don't understand.
Terrible.
And you had to go for like weeks at a time.
Weeks at a
too.
time. Weeks
Yeah.
at a time. Yeah, I don't go there for weeks at a time anymore. But I go there. I go my fair amount of time when I need to go down.
What's
So when we
really
did-
on everybody's mind is like the whole time you were walking and you were just envisioning, when am I going to meet my fiance? While you're
Exactly.
telling the rest of those women, leave me alone.
Yep.
My woman is out there waiting on me
Yep. And then
right now.
I know, and I finally found her. I was like,
Good on you,
What
sir.
was the date on that? I'm just kidding.
August 23rd, about 5.5 years ago. Yeah, our date we actually met because I was in a tin roof at the whenever Jeff Krantz was playing, and I walked in, but I can't remember the exact. It was the exact date. I mean, it was like it was like August or September, right? November. January. No, January. No,
so close.
January. No, we met before January.
Literally did.
No, January is whenever in January is whenever we started dating. Like we decided we were boyfriend girlfriend.
Oh, Eli gonna keep on.
We
She
got
gonna throw
married
it.
January like 28th and 27th.
Me and my wife in March.
You can get a shoe thrown at you here in a minute, Eli. I
And
think
we
that's gonna
started.
happen.
We saw.
right on
I saw you before then. I
March.
think. All right, it was January. So we know that now. We know the exact day is January.
It's January. Google Calendar. Put it in.
Sorry to throw that at you. My bad.
Get your phone out. Put that in.
All right,
Go ahead.
Google
Get
Calendar.
your bag. Sure.
Hey, Google.
Good Lord. All right, so if you could, when we go to break, you play some song?
Absolutely.
All right. What you gonna play, you reckon?
I can play. Like I said, I've been putting out music for a while, and I heard you like a song called Alabama.
Man, that
Yeah.
song. Yeah, let's do that one.
All right, cool. We'll do that one. I got
Yeah.
that's
We'll do
that's
Alabama.
that's the very first song I wrote with my brother ever, and so I put it on my first EP. So,
I saw him on TV. They were
yeah,
hawking Yingling beer.
I know, man.
Like,
He's
man.
all over the place.
We got some in there, but nobody ever drinks it. We drink that Common John, that Miller Lite. But yeah, I was listening to your new single the other day. Megan sent it to me, so I was like, all right. So I listened. I'm like, man, that's pretty cool. I like that. And then I was like, well, I'll jump on Spotify or Apple Music. I think Apple Music, that's what she uses. So I jump on there and I listened to a couple more songs, and then the Alabama song come on.
Oh.
And it was just like, oh, is this True Blood or something? It's real creepy, like a recorded version, man. It is, yeah, it's like some swamp music or something. The beginning of it's real eerie.
Yeah,
And I stuck in my head about 3-4 days.
I love it, man.
But now Summertime Vibes is in my head.
Summertime
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. And then It's You will be in there. And then but yeah, man, Alabama. That's a great song. Y'all gonna love this song. It's creepy. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Lewis gonna play a song for us. We come back. Hopefully he's still playing. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live.
Get that out. Take it away.
All right,
You're good to go.
All right, by request, a little song called Alabama, a little Southern rock song. It was just your small town weekend, every day Friday night. Just some ghetto boys in the cornfield drinking shotgun and cold Bud Light. Left sinking on the tailgate, Hank was singing old Elijah. One of those never saw it coming, best nights of our lives, yeah. We called her Alabama, yeah. elbows, mud up to her headlights. She was hot like Megan Fox, cool as Jack on Ice, with her knee-high boots and low-cut jeans, and moon shining in her eyes. Alabama, we never will forget her. Man, you should have seen her. Alabama, yeah. She partied all night, danced like a fiend, drank like a fish at a water by stream, spun us in circles like a dream, straight out of a movie scene. With no one like her, yeah, she moved like the songs was wrote. How the girls were taken by her, she had them laughing and taking notes. She partied all night, danced like a fiend, drank like a fish at a water by stream, spun us in circles like a dream, straight out a movie scene. Alabama, never will forget her. Man, you should have seen her. Alabama, yeah, she partied all night, danced like a fiend, drank like a fish at a water by stream, spun us in circles like a dream, straight out a movie scene. Alabama, yeah. Yeah, we never will forget her. Oh, Alabama. Well, they called her Alabama. Yeah, they called her Alabama. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man.
Thanks for the rest of us.
I was
Showing off.
oh man, I love playing that song. It's fun.
That is and I know that's from like, there we go. All right, guys, welcome back to the Everyday Joe Show. Brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster on 1015 and Facebook Live. Episode 251. Lewis Brice. Intern Zion with an X. Bull. Eli Kidder, me, the Travis Reed. Tooth is on assignment. Facebook jail, alternative school, something like that. Son, are you okay over there with that? You hit something over there.
Oh yeah, man, I'm good to go.
God,
I think it's that Grandpa's old cough syrup. You got loading in there. So.
Man, my grandpa gave me that.
Yeah, man.
And
It really
he said,
it
look,
works for the vocal cords.
He said, look, Lewis is coming on. He'll need this for his voice. You know, I gave the same thing to Axl Rose back in the 80s.
There you go.
Yeah, dude, you had some notes there.
Thank you, man.
But that song, look, 2018, right?
It was. That was my very first EP that I put out.
Was it?
So, yeah, I put it out on, because the whole thing started, I wrote a song called Best X Ever years ago.
Yep.
And we wrote it, it's funny. It was like that song kind of kicked off the whole, let's put out music. Let's make this a project. Let's make this a thing. And so, so that kind of stemmed to that. And I'd written Alabama and a few other songs. And so when I had these songs backing up after Best X, and so my brother was like, all right, dude, it's time. Let's do it. Let's do at least an EP. Let's get something started.
Yeah.
So, man, we did that. And like I said, we had some, some successes. And so just everything built toward where I'm at now. So.
Yeah,
That was a phenomenal song. Are you an Ian Neville fan?
Aaron Neville.
Ian. Well, Ian's also another one.
Okay, I don't know Ian.
Okay. All right, I'll let you.
I'm had to look him up.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
Yeah.
But also Aaron Neville is another one, and then Leon Bridges.
And I don't know much, but I know I love you. See, that record growing up when I was a kid, my mama had this old Calais, right? And so we when I was riding around the whole time, she always had Linda Ronstadt in her tape player.
Okay.
And so it was the one. album with Lynn Rosstead and Aaron Neville on the whole thing. And so I know all those songs. So the whole record, I know them very, very well. So it's pretty fun.
Yeah,
one day I'm gonna cover one of those songs.
You should.
I'm trying to think of which one I want to do though. It's good. It's a good record.
Yeah, you get the Labatt. Sorry, I had a customer the other day bring me some Labatt Blue Light.
Oh man, Labatt Blue, the Canadian.
Yeah,
dude.
the light,
light?
which is hard to find
What you
here. You
talking
can get the Labatt Blue
betcha.
here, but what'd you find? Did you find a right there? Fine Pilsner. How about that? Yeah, that Alabama. I don't know what it was. Like I said, I was letting it play, and I'm like, oh, what is this? And I stuck on it by 3 or 4 days.
Oh man,
That's
we had
good.
a
Good
fun
tune.
time recording that song because I had recorded. I started out working with my first producer Ben and then my brother, but they all got busy, so we couldn't. I had to finish it out with my guy Brian Bunn. We did it at his house downstairs in his little basement, and we had to get these vocals right. And I had all these ideas. Man, if this could be swampy, you know, because I'm from South Carolina. I'm from the swampy area, Midlands, you know, PD region, and so. I wanted this swampy kind of sound. And we need to get those. And I want to get these kind of sound. And so we hired this group of girls. I forgot the name of them. Oh man, if I said it, you probably know it.
Right.
But it was like a trio, and they always went around town and they sang. They also sang for different groups. It's just they were known for singing crazy harmonies. Man, they went down there. So we set up this one spot for them to sing the harmonies. It was down at the bottom of Brian's stairwell. We had like 2 or 3 mattresses up against the wall, and we had one right here in front of her that was said, these girls sang with the mic set up. We had to tell her to sing into the mattress because she was so loud. So loud. And it was just the most insane thing because like the main girl kind of led the group. She was like, all right, you sing, and I'll sing, yeah. It was just really cool to watch, to be part of that process. I've been a very close part of producing and stuff, all my own stuff, and so I love the making music process of it. Just as much as I do the writing.
That's
So
your preference?
I like it all. I love the writing part of it. It's fun to kind of come up with ideas and get in rooms with other writers that that really do it for. Every day it's like a muscle for them, and so I try and get better and better at it. But I feel like I've been doing a lot more. When I say a lot more, like 3 or 4 days a week for the past 8 or 9 months, and so it gets easier. I feel like it does, and I'm looking forward to it. At first, I was nervous because I just got this because I had a pub deal where I could kind of pick and choose when I wanted to write.
Yeah.
But then I got a new pub deal to where they're about to set me up rights 3 or 4 days a week, and I have to show up and show out.
Hit that quota. Hit that quota, homie.
Yeah. So I got at least a certain number of songs to write, but also like they're putting me in rooms with some of these number one writers, people have number ones, and
Big
like
dogs.
big dogs. And so I want to go. I want to add to the, to the, the product what I'm putting into the room. And so I was nervous at first, and I figured man, what if I run out of ideas? And so I was like, but I just haven't yet. So it's been good. More and more ideas. I go running a lot, so that's where I get a lot of my ideas. But crazy.
We couldn't tell by your physique.
Oh,
Slob.
Jeez. What kind of shoes you running?
I have Pumas currently. I need to
But
get
do
some
you have
of those.
grilling shoes?
Oh man, I can grill anything. I'm a great
Do you have grilling shoes?
grilling
That was-
shoes, sandals, bare feet.
Eli?
He doesn't.
Okay. It's
He's still
okay.
young. He's still in his
I'm lost.
30s.
Sorry, I'm
Okay, he's still in his
lost
30s.
about it.
Okay.
That's over my head on that one. The grilling shoes.
Great story behind this. We'll tell during the break
right.
and show you the video probably.
Okay, well I like the grilling shoes.
Yeah.
I need to know about this.
Yeah.
So,
Well, he's got them on. They're They're supposed to be cross trainers.
They're hybrids.
they're hybrids.
Grilling shoes / running shoes.
All right,
They, in fact, are just grilling shoes.
just grilling shoes.
Yeah, they're not.
Now, yeah.
Yeah, they're not.
I've not hit the pavement in about 6 years.
I know what you're saying now. Okay,
Months.
now they're grilling. I got
11
you.
months.
So Trey Adcock, he said, sounds like he knows your next race, Eli. You gonna race Lewis?
Trey Adcock needs to mind his own business. Just be a spectator and listener, Trey.
Jimmy Newton, he said, was those the girls? Were they the Warvey girls from Oh Brother Where Art Thou?
Okay, yeah.
Was that the trio?
I know. It wasn't
Yeah,
them.
he said, yep, that's who it was.
Yeah, sure, it was them.
That is it.
We
Nailed it.
I'm just a man.
So growing up, who influenced you to want to do music? Some of your favorites from when you were a kid.
Really growing up, I grew up singing a lot in church, honestly. It's like, growing up singing in church. My mom and daddy sang both in the choir, and my mama sang. And,
Tenor?
Mom and daddy sang tenor.
I couldn't help it.
Daddy sings bass, Mama sings tenor. I know
There
that
you
song.
go.
My funny enough, yeah, so my mom grew up in a singing family as well. So her three oldest sisters, Aunt Henrietta, Aunt Judy, and Aunt Loretta, they went around a bunch of churches. They just sing a bunch of gospel hymns. So they were kids, real young, in between 12 and 16. And so they did it enough. They actually came to Nashville and right on Music Row recorded like a 6-song album, but they had like all vinyl and everything, and they were called the Lewis Sisters. So my first name was my mom's maiden name, which goes back to that. So throughout that, they had a couple more sisters and an uncle boy, and so. But the whole family, the whole family sang the entire.
Wow,
my mama sings, they sing, and she sings like more alto. I can't remember all the different names and stuff, but she does sing around tenor and stuff like that. But
That's cool.
they met my dad. My dad met her and my mom, and so he never sang before, but they brought him in, and so he learned how to sing from my mom and all her sisters, and so he could sing the phone book. He'd rattle walls with a bass, and then go to straight falsetto, sing, hey, straight up there, like no problem.
Yeah.
So, and he actually sings currently in a gospel quartet group.
Oh,
So,
sweet. That's cool.
it's fun. So
So it all came from the aunt and the mom and the dad?
it really did. It kind of comes from family stuff, but musically wise, like Garth Brooks, just the way he introduces rock and roll to country music, I feel like in that time when he did, right? He was, in my opinion, he was the first arena
One of the best
country
entertainers
entertainer,
ever.
out there.
Probably
So,
the best country entertainer ever.
Man, look here.
I would say.
I'm a heavy metal guy. I'm a Southern rock dude. Metallica's my jam, but
I see Metallica. They're awesome. Them and Iron Maiden were probably two of the best concerts I've ever seen.
I've seen them 14 times.
Yeah.
A little crazy.
It is.
Yeah.
But what might surprise you is what band got me to do what I'm supposed to do.
Who's that?
A band called The Fuel. Remember Brett Scallion back in the day? The
Fuel?
Band called Fuel.
Yeah, I remember.
the song-
I've seen them in
The
concert.
song Hemorrhage.
Yeah.
Like that. That's one of the first rock and roll songs I learned how to play on the guitar.
Really?
But I lived in Charleston at the time.
Tooth
and
would
so,
die.
And so I lived in Charleston, South, and they played in North Charleston Coliseum, or the Plex is what it's called at the time. And so when I saw their show, just on a whim, saw them. I think a band called Revis was on it. I think there's a couple other rock and roll bands, but man, I saw them. I was sitting in the back, and this dude comes walking out. What's going on, North Charleston? How y'all doing tonight? Y'all have time? And he's just like raging, like super loud, getting everybody into it. And then, they start playing. I'm like, they sound just like the record, but with some meat behind it, And so I was like, wow, they put on such a great show. I was like, that's what I want to do. And so shortly after that, I ended up moving to Nashville, kind of taking my chances in that world. But yeah, Fuel's
Fuel. Wow.
Yeah,
that is nuts, man. Yeah, I saw him at.
Great radio edit, by the way.
Yeah. That's way better than we would have done. I'd have got a text from Matthew, dude, you can't say that. Because I wouldn't have done the radio edit you did.
Right.
It was fantastic.
Wow. Yeah, that is insane, man. Fuel.
Yeah, man.
Wow. I was gonna say about Garth Brooks, like I've been to tons and tons and tons of concerts. And when I went to that concert, I put it on Facebook, everybody's like, what are you doing at Garth Brooks? You don't, you're not a country guy. Top 3 concerts I've ever been to in my life was Garth. One, of course, is Metallica. Mm-hmm. 2 is Prince.
That was awesome.
It was insane, man.
I've never had a chance.
Insane. And 3 was Garth Brooks. Yeah. I was like, you went a long time ago.
No, I went to what?
Didn't you go to Garth a long time ago?
Yeah, we went for the flood relief
Right.
concerts.
And he told
he
me
was past his prime. It was still one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Yeah, he said it was such a great show, and I was like, oh, okay.
His show still is awesome.
I saw him when he was young.
Yeah.
Back. When did you see him? Like the first time? In the 90s? Yeah, so.
Safe to say she was much too young.
Yeah, early 90s.
to feel
That dang old.
well played, Bull.
Long neck bottle.
Out of my hand.
I go all day.
We played.
We did this last week, I think.
No,
Or
well,
before last.
it was after the Garth concert, because 2 of the guys, me and another guy, we went and we did Garth just puns all night long.
Yeah.
And that man right there,
He killed it.
He killed it.
So do y'all know all like the deep cuts? Like one of my favorite songs, literally one of my favorite songs.
Are you talking about like the Chris Gaines album?
No, that's going in. I love Chris Gaines. I had
deep
to.
cut.
That's the.
I
There's a song
disagree
called.
with that.
For me, deep cut is called "In Lonesome Dove." Diddle doo diddle doo doo. Lonesome down at dawn. I don't remember all the words. It's talking about pretty much like it's called "In Lonesome Dove." It's an old one, but if you look it up, that's probably one of my favorite songs of
I remember
Garth.
the movie Lonesome Dove. It's 8 hours long, 6 hours long.
By God.
But that song, it's really good.
Lonesome Dove. I'll check that out. I'll listen to it. Like, oh yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, once you hear it, you're like, yeah, it's good.
I remember that one.
Yeah. So we're gonna go to break again. So you can play us another song here.
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
About 3-4 minutes.
Cool.
So real quick, your favorite concert you ever been to?
Oof. Man.
That you did not play at.
Oh, that's tough. I've been to not a whole lot, but man, I might have to say you might hear it's between. Oh man, it's so tough. I went to Red Rocks one time, but it wasn't.
I hear that place is awesome.
It was the venue more than the band.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that
Venue
makes
more
a
than-
difference.
Yep.
There's a venue more than the band. The best band I've ever seen, and it's between Eric Church and Kenny Chesney. I was never a big fan of Kenny Chesney growing up. I just didn't really
Puts on a
relate to it.
good
But
show.
man, I saw his show, and I was like, I was turned. I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
I understand. I mean, when you have that many number ones, it was amazing. But then Eric Church was
I'd love to see Eric Church. man.
amazing. Like he was sitting there at the end in the middle of Bridgestone, right? On his walkout, and he had a big old, the same little devil that came out of the Iron Maiden concert,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Same guy was
yeah.
at the, he was still blown up too, and he was he's like up there like
80 the Trooper.
singing at him. Man, it was just such a cool show. Like between those, is probably my top three, if I had to put it.
I've heard he's a wild man on stage.
It was
he just puts on a great.
It was
show.
a great show. They had a great pyros. But I mean, like I said, he didn't have to put that much effort into the show. He just did him. He had great songs. But that's
That
the thing.
helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but then I think of Jack White, and that show was amazing too, because he had no production at all. It was just a stage, and he lifted up the curtains, and it was him, drums, first things, and then they had the band, and they had his other band that he had the
Raconteurs?
he had a Raconteurs.
Yeah.
So he played all three of his bands, and that was it.
Oh,
And
wow.
That was his show, and he played, and then he brought out who's the lady that lives out west Tennessee? I can't think of her name. You would know exactly.
We'll find it and come back from
Yeah.
break.
Yeah, we can definitely
cool.
find it. Yeah.
But that's a great concert as well.
Yeah, I know somebody's sister that is obsessed with Jack White.
Loretta Lynn.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
That's what it is.
He brought Loretta Lynn.
He brought Loretta
Yeah,
Lynn.
they are. Yeah, they're buddies. I forgot about that.
She had her big old big old dress on all to the nines, and she came in and they sang
How
a
they
duet
did it back in
together.
the day.
Yeah, and they sang a duet in the middle. It was amazing. It was a crazy good show.
That sounds phenomenal.
Like his show, and it's the way he put it on. It wasn't too flashy. It was just rock and roll and him.
That'd
so
been
it was
awesome. I guarantee you somebody's sister was at that show. I'm sure she was. Yeah. All right, we're gonna go to break here in a second. Lewis gonna favor us with another song.
Yeah.
What you thinking this time?
Oh man, there's so many. I could play something new. Could play something that's gotten a bunch of streams. I could play a song that one of my most honest songs.
Just don't do the new one yet.
Okay.
Just don't do the LIVIN.
Yeah.
Man. Just don't do
But I
that
will
one.
save that. We'll save that.
Yeah,
towards the
that's a
end. We're
banger
saving
right
that
there.
one.
That's a
Oh, it is.
banger.
I got one.
He's got one. All right, we'll take a break. Lewis is going to play us a little song here. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live.
Get that out.
Do it to it.
Get that out. All right, well. So I'm not gonna play the new one, but I'll play a one that ain't even out yet. And nobody have it. Is that okay? Cool. All right, I think it's a pretty cool song. It's called The First Time. Smoky bar on a Saturday sure is a funny place to find forever. Day drinking in the afternoon, yeah, baby, me and you better find a better story to tell our kids someday. When they ask how we met, I can't say that love's a word I ain't ever said. But for the first time, it ain't just a whiskey talking. For the first time, girl, I'm all in with both feet. Since you put your lips on me for the first time, I knew you were different. Love before you didn't stand a chance. Now I know why. Yeah, for the first time. Ain't it funny how you think you know everything you don't till you finally do? everything I knew about love, girl. Went out the door and I held you for the first time. It ain't just a whiskey talking. For the first time, girl, I'm all in with both feet. Since you put your lips on me for the first time, I knew you were different. Love before you didn't stand a chance. Now I know why. Yeah, for the first time, leaving wasn't even on my mind. You make me wanna lay it on the line. Somebody finally knew what to do with a heart like mine for the first time. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, for the first time. It ain't just a whiskey talking. For the first time, girl, I'm all in with both feet. Since you put your lips on me for the first time, I knew you were different. Love before you didn't stand a chance. Now I know why. Yeah, for the first time, leaving wasn't even on my mind. You made me wanna lay it on the line. Somebody finally knew what to do with a heart like mine. Yeah, for the first time. Cool. Ain't nobody heard that one yet, son.
No one?
Huh?
No one?
All right, guys,
I mean,
welcome
I
back to
put
Everyday
live-
Joe Show,
live
brewed
once
by the
twice.
Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 115 and Facebook Live. Episode 251, Lewis Brice, intern Xenon. Man, I'm grasping straws here, brother.
X is tough, man.
It's tough.
X is tough.
Bull, Eli Kidder, me, the Travis Reed Tooth is on assignment. We got a house full. Not really, it's like 5 people here. Jeremy Taylor said, great song. Jeremy Taylor's a good friend of ours. He's a singer-songwriter from around these parts.
Cool. Thank you, Jeremy.
Yeah, so that was a good tune. So what's the background on that song?
Well, it's funny background. Like I said, I just got a new pub deal, and they put me on some really big rooms. I got a room one day with my buddy Adam Wood, great songwriter. He wrote a song here recently for my brother called "Hey World." He's got a couple other cuts. He's just incredible. You know that song by Tyler Braden right now? It's called it's a new song. Try losing one. Try losing one.
I guarantee you Megan's made me listen to
Well,
it.
if you look it up, in my opinion, it might be one of the best written songs ever.
Right.
It's an amazing, amazing song. Tyler Braden, Try Losing One. So look it up. But he's right on that song, and they put me in a song in a room that day with Doug Johnson. And Doug Johnson.
Everybody knows Scarface says "Now I Feel You" is the greatest song ever written.
Okay,
but
okay.
You may continue on. I mean, you may continue on.
In the country music world.
Oh, okay, all right.
You said Tyler who?
Tyler Braden.
Braden.
Yeah, Tyler Braden, man. He's just, I think he's having like a cool jump up start. I think it's because of that song. That song's just incredible.
Try losing.
Yeah, it's an amazing song. But like I said, he's right on that one. And then they put me in a room with Doug Johnson. Doug Johnson, I've known Doug since before I was in town. He's the guy that pretty much brought my brother into town and got him signed and took him under his wing and produced his first album and got him his first, couple number ones and stuff like that. So got in a room, love Doug, he's amazing. Come walking in there and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna show up, let's do this thing. And Doug comes walking in. I've already written like a couple, like new engagement songs, wedding songs, real low dose songs. I'm like, I'm kind of, all right, I think I had that out of me. And so Doug was like, as soon as we walk in the first, he goes, all right, Lewis, we're writing your first dance song today. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And so Adams kind of started thinking about it. We threw out a couple different ideas. And I had an idea called The First Time. And it was my idea I kind of brought up. And I was like, the first time you get drunk, first time, there's a lot of first cool thing about first time. So
Right.
Doug just kind of took off with it. He's like, all right, let's go. And Adam kind of helped chimed in. And once we got it done, I was like, man, it's a pretty cool song. So I didn't really think much of it, what Doug said about him, write your first dance song. So I take it home that day, and we just had an acoustic vocal of it, and I played it for my fiance, Danelle, and she was like, as soon as it's done, but I didn't even think about it, she was like, hey, it's like a perfect song. You think, would you be okay with that being our first dance song? And I was like, Yeah, I would love that to be our first dance song. But no, it really does.
Yeah.
It really does
Great
fit. You know,
Yeah.
I know, right? But you know, for me, I mean, it's a very honest song. You know, so it's like how we met and everything, and so it's kind of a cool thing. It's like whenever you have. Yeah, for Doug to walk in, January. For Doug to walk in and kind of do that, and for her to say that, it really meant a lot. It was kind of cool. So it's
That's a win right there, sir.
it's definitely a win.
Yeah. And no? You
No.
just now found out Doug said that?
No, I didn't know
Oh.
after, but
After, but she didn't know
At the time,
beforehand.
yeah.
At the time.
I said, oh my God, that would be great.
And I was like, man. But it's a great song. And the more and more I just kind of learned I learned it like how to play it probably about 5 or 6 days ago.
Oh, wow.
So hopefully I'll learn how to play it. halfway.
Well, I just got 5 messages from people. Oh my God, I love him. Is he on Spotify? So I just sent 5 people your Spotify.
Yeah.
So.
Come on there.
Yeah, and-
hit that follow button.
St. Louis and upstate New York and Canada.
I love it. Heck yeah. Hey,
so-
it's the Labatt Blue.
That's right. So,
Labatt Blue.
Well, and I'm gonna tell you, Travis was listening to your body work, you know, before you come in.
Yeah.
But it doesn't do what you're doing live justice.
Oh.
I really enjoy listening to you live. You do phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Thank
job.
you very, very much. I love the live perspective of it. I love playing live because, you know,
my favorite. I love live
you
music.
can go in a studio, you can do a lot of stuff. You can hide a lot of things. You can hide by other musicians and stuff. But in front of a microphone and a guitar live, you can't hide nothing. And so
You're right about that.
you know, and I'm not. Yeah, I feel like I can hold my own in a room. So it's fun to be able to do it and be like. To get comments of people coming back and being like, "Hey, it sounds good. It's really cool. It's good. It's nice and reassuring. I'm doing the right things."
Well, and you got your own style too. You have your own thing, and that's and kudos. Like it's well, and you've done a good job honing that in.
Well, thank you very, very much. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Good friend of the show here, April Crouch. She said it sure has a Shaky Graves vibe to that.
Oh,
one.
cool.
So that's
It's good company.
Love that.
yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
So do you enjoy that being compared to others, or are you like a lot of the artists? It's like, oh man, can it just be me? Like what's
I
your?
think that's a compliment.
It's a
I
compliment.
think it is as well.
Yeah, especially when you get somebody like that, like Shady Grace. I mean, that's just a cool comparison, and I get a bunch of different comparisons. And so for me, I'm like, all right, if my music has that vibe for somebody, yeah,
Still waiting on that. Man, did anybody else get Linda Ronstadt? Still waiting on that.
I think I need to sing a little couple octaves higher. And I don't know. He's way out there.
I got you, Doug.
Yeah.
It's a 15 pack.
Well, they use the
15
metric system up there.
Who gives you like 3 extra beers? They're super nice. I said, man, they just need 3 more. If we give 3 more, it'll be nice.
It's gonna be a good night.
A
That's right.
4-day work week and a 15-pack of beer. What more do you want?
That sounds
you
like
know?
a song.
Oh man! All right, I'm gonna ask a couple silly questions.
All right.
Because we got to interview Brad Hopkins, who played for the Tennessee Titans, and I asked him some really dumb questions just because I wanted to know.
Yeah.
What the most famous person that you've got to play with so far?
To play with?
Yeah, on the same stage or
Like
same
walk up?
Yeah, yeah.
Man, honestly, probably maybe not the most famous person, but in my brain, the Oak Ridge Boys.
No, you did
I sang Elvira with the Oak
You
Ridge
did.
Boys.
That
You
was.
did not.
I went on stage with the Oak Ridge Boys. I was sitting backstage watching their show. Bow, bow, giddy up, moon, mopper, bob.
For real?
I swear to you, I had 2 shows with them. I was playing 2 different amphitheaters.
See, I'm super impressed by that.
And for me, I like.
That's one of the first songs I ever learned when I was a kid was Elvira.
Well,
That
me
was
too.
like
'Cause
my
my
favorite
daddy
song.
was a huge Oak Ridge Boys fans, and so growing up, now it's a great story. So I went up there. We played our show. We were playing, and my band, they were rocking. We're rock and roll, right? And so we get done, and I'm like, man, we just opened up for the Oak Ridge Boys, right? And different crowd, age group, whatnot. But
Yeah.
either way,
You opened up for the Oak Ridge
opened up
Boys.
for the Oak Ridge Boys. That's at the end of the day. That was
Period.
awesome. And so, growing up, that's what I heard that my whole life. My daddy's just a huge fan. So so going back there, I'm sitting like on the cabinet, the guitar world, sitting there behind the bass player watching their show, right? And about halfway through their show, bass player just comes walking back there with his mic. Says, "Hey man, you want to jump up and say, you want to come sing a song with us on stage?" I was like, "Yeah." I said, "What song?" I said, "Elvira." He was like, "Done." He said, "We got to add 2 songs. Come on." I was like, "What do you mean? Come on?" I was like, "Just walk up to the mic when we surround it and sing with us." I said, are you sure? He's like, yes. And I was like, all right. And so he goes back up there. So I tell my guy, and he filmed he calls me up and they start singing. I walk out there and they welcome me up there. And I'm in like all the Oak Ridge boys around one mic and me. And I'm sitting there singing, Elvira, my heart is on fire. Elvira,
Dude, I'm getting cold chills for you right now, man.
And it was
Dude,
one of
that's awesome.
it was one of the coolest surreal things that I've been able to do, and I feel like. And so my buddy, he got it on film, right, from out of the front. As soon as I get it, right, I sent it to my daddy. And actually, let me get this next part of the story. So we get done with it tonight. We're packing up. We're all kind of loading out and everything. And so tour manager from Oak Ridge Boys, hey man, why don't you come up on the bus? And I heard, you want to meet the guys? I was like,
Oh, yeah, okay.
yeah, sure. So I walk up there, right? And we're sitting up there and everybody's, I walk up on stage. I walk up on the bus and they're all kind of sitting there. Looks like they're kind of calming out. I think they're about to leave. They're not far from leaving. They were kind of different, changed clothes, kind of dressed down. And I'm sitting there talking to one of the guys. I shake their hands, and all of a sudden, the guy with the long beard, God is that
William Lee Golden.
where he going? He walks out.
Sorry. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm
You
a
don't have
fan.
to be a NASCAR fan. Don't even have your seat.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's right.
He comes walking out, man. And he's got, I think his hat and shades on or something like that. His beard. Tidy whities, that's it. I mean, just straight up tidy whities.
Hat and glasses.
And glasses. Then he comes out and I'm like, all right, he brings it on in, big old hug.
Oh, bro
I'm
hug.
like,
Doc
man, are you
shit
kidding me right
there,
now? I'm
yeah.
hugging, dude. It's like
underwear.
Yeah, in his underwear. And so I talked to him for a little bit. And,
Welcome to the entertainment business.
and I'm sure, I'm wondering, they had to think about that before me coming on. This kid doesn't know who we are. We're going to come out here walking with tidy whities. I was like,
Yeah.
It's probably a rib.
man, but I tell you what, that's one of the coolest experiences ever. So I guess that
That's
would have
incredible, dude.
It might not be the most famous, but for me, that is the most famous. Everybody in the world knows him.
Everybody knows that song for sure.
And
If
so-
not know the Oak Ridge
And
Boys.
so now when I sent my daddy this video, it was like on a Friday night. He's going hunting the next morning at the club. He goes dog hunting, dog driving in South Carolina. And he gets this video. He's just tickled to death. He's like, are you kidding me? My son. And you can hear my voice. You can actually hear my voice. Oh, man. Yeah, because when I'm hearing, I was like, oh, I could literally pick my voice up.
Because you missed the harmony.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So but regardless, you can hear my voice.
That's all that matters, dude.
He's a treasure.
And so he goes to the
We
hunting club
love
the
him.
next morning. These are guys that I grew up, as a kid going to hunting club. And so there's all these old, guys. He said, hey, my daddy walking to the club. Hey man, look what my son did last night. He played the video for him. They said he was like the talk the whole clubhouse. So it was just I don't know, that for me, that was one of the most special moments.
Dude,
being on
that is
stage. So,
insane.
Well, it's one thing to get to open. A lot of people get the privilege to work up the career to open, but to be able to be part of one of the most iconic quartets, like that's congratulations, man.
Thank you
That's
very
phenomenal.
much.
And get to
That's
see him in their
phenomenal.
drawers.
and I get to see him in the whitey tidies, but give him a
Well,
hug.
that's sort of like a Hazen thing. I'm pretty sure they do that to everybody.
I mean, I've always wanted to give William Lee Golden a hug
In his underwear.
In his underwear.
Well,
Who hadn't?
bucket list checked off.
Yeah, man, you got it.
Mark that off.
Jeez. Who's jealous? Was that out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
that's
that was
that's my
outside.
bad.
Good.
That was my
That was
outside.
outside voice.
Ah, man. My inner monologue is just terrible. It's so loud. I can't
Sometimes
help
it needs to be heard.
All right.
That's a new T-shirt though. That should be your T-shirt right there. It's just him in his underwear with his arms open, saying, "Bring it in, bring it in."
Bring it in. Bring it in.
That's the name of your next album. Bring it in.
That's great. I love that.
Lewis, I got Photoshop and I work it pretty well, man. I will make that thing tomorrow.
I'm working on my artwork and my title for my next record. So bring it in. That's pretty.
Bring it in. Bring it in.
That's great.
That could be your next song. Bring it in.
But my brain's already
working.
It went there as soon as he said it.
Oh,
What do
man.
we get Megan again? 7.2%. Yeah, but we'll talk about it.
All right. Let's another silly question. How do I word it? The phone number of the most famous person in your phone right now. I ain't gonna ask you to call him. Just
Guy Fieri.
do you really have Guy Fieri's number?
I had 100%.
Fieri.
Any answers?
You do too?
Yeah. And he calls me back. If he misses, he calls me right back. He texts me back. Oh yeah.
Tooth is going to be Tooth, who's in Facebook jail or on assignment or whatever. He loves Guy Fieri.
He's awesome. Fieri is fair. I call him Guy Fieri.
Yeah, that's what I was.
But he's awesome.
Well, Tooth corrected me that that's not correct.
Fieri.
That's how
checking
good
it
a
to
man
me.
is. It's Fieri.
Fieri. Yeah. Man, he's one of the nicest guys ever. Yeah.
Really?
He has beautiful hair.
Yeah, I mean, it's solid, as blonde as it could be.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
time. Yeah. One time I was playing Stagecoach, and I played Stagecoach one year. I was playing an earlier stage, and out of nowhere, so I was sitting there up there, about to load up, about to start playing. We're like, but I want to say, all of a sudden, blonde hair comes walking up. So I met him, I guess, a couple months before at
Right.
4th Street Live in Louisville, or whatever.
In
And so-
Louisville?
in Louisville, I think.
love
Is that where is it?
Louisville.
4th Street Live, right? Yeah. We did that. We had a show with my brother and met him there. Became friends, contacts, whatnot. And then but he heard I was a Stagecoach, and I'm sitting there about to walk on stage. Hey, man. And I'm like, what? Guy Fieri just shows up to my show? And I was like, wow. But he was, yeah, man, I heard you were playing, man. I'll come watch your show. I brought my son over. So hung out, took some pictures. He watched my whole entire show, got off, hung out with him a little bit, and just, yeah. So
I bet he's a cool guy.
great guy. Really good. I mean, I've called him on multiple times and texted him. He just texts me right back.
Wow.
He's awesome.
That's awesome.
Guy Fieri.
Because he is the
But
face
I
of
was
the
not
big
expecting that answer.
Yeah.
at all.
No, I was waiting for, and then he hugged me in his underwear. And then he's gonna be like, I'm pulling y'all's legs. No grown man hugged me in their underwear.
They were silk boxers with Tabasco bottles on them.
I promise you this: when we go to the Tin Roof, I'm her plus one.
Rusted.
Before we leave that night, I'm hugging you in my underwear.
All right. Hey, I'm in.
It's happening, brother.
He does
I'm not
wear
afraid
whitey
of
tights.
nothing.
I do not wear whitey tighties.
You know,
It's happening.
He used to. We've been long time friends.
can't do whitey toddies,
Yeah,
man.
no. My thighs are too big. I can't do it.
If you have a vasectomy, you'll wear them. Just throwing that out there. Just telling you.
Everybody in radio land, there you
Two
go.
pair.
Yeah, two pair.
Two pair?
Yeah, you wear one pair, the P's, and then another pair to hold them in place.
All right.
That's
Just so
great
you know.
advice.
Well,
Food for thought.
I would take some time doing that. I got a few years. For
You
that.
got some years, yeah. You got some years.
I got some time for that.
Man. All right, guys, taking a break. We come back. We got a little bit of lunchtime theater, some music of the week, a little bit of Travis talk, and some burning questions with Mr. Lewis Brice. You want to play another one?
Sure.
All right, man.
Absolutely.
All right. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster on 101.5 and Facebook Live.
Get that app.
Yeah. Get that app. Get that app. All right. Well, here's a song called Blessed, my most honest song here. I'm blessed to be right here, right now, with the Everyday Joe Show. Daddy woke up at 5 a.m. First man on the job. Mama got me and late school on time when she was waiting there at 3 o'clock. Taught us both how to see right from wrong, how to talk to God. We didn't have much, but what we had, it was more than enough. I'm blessed, got everything I need. I'm blessed, got a love all around me. When times get tough, I tell myself it's okay. I'ma be alright. I'm blessed, got another day to breathe. I'm blessed, good health and family. Remind myself that each and every day. I'm blessed, taking life on in these beat up boots, forging my own path. Yeah, I found a good girl I can hold on to. Yeah, she's always got my back. Doing my best to be a better man, still talk to God. Yeah, I don't got much, but what I got, you know it's more than enough. I'm blessed, got everything I need. I'm blessed, got a love all around me. When times get tough, I tell myself it's okay. I'ma be alright. I'm blessed, got another day to breathe. I'm blessed, good health and family. Remind myself that each and every day. Oh, yeah, I'm blessed. Remind myself that each and every day. Oh, yeah, I'm blessed. When I get to feeling down, pulling me under, and there's no one else around. When I start to wonder, I close
Brewing
my
Company.
eyes, see these guests have had the whole time, and I remember why. Remember why.
Text take.
I am blessed. Everything I need, I'm
Driving
blessed.
just.
Got love all around me. When times get tough, I tell myself it's okay. We all gonna be alright. I'm blessed. Got another day to breathe. I'm blessed. Good health and family. Remind myself that each and every day. Oh, yeah, I'm blessed. Remind myself that each and every day. I'm blessed to be right down here on the Everyday Joe Show, I'll tell you that. Oh, man, thank y'all so much.
Oh no, I heard it. Okay. Yeah, I heard it.
You're super talented, man.
Oh, dude, thank you so much. Thank you, man.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster on 115 and Facebook Live, episode 251. Lewis Brice, intern, Xander.
You already used that.
Did I use? No, not Xander. Yeah, I did. I already used Xander. I use it because that's his name.
That's Xander with an X.
Xylon. XYLON.
Xylophone.
Write that. How you spell that?
X. I don't know. I know
I just
X.
put an X. I don't remember, yeah.
It's like a pterodactyl.
It is like pterodactyl. Bull, Eli Kidder, me, the Travis Reed, Toos on assignment, Facebook jail, alternative school. He's in trouble. Lewis just played Blessed. Or is it I'm Blessed?
That's blessed.
Blessed is Blessed.
It's blessed.
Yeah, that's, man, that's,
Killer
dude.
tune, dude.
Thank you so much. Thank
You hit those Leonard Ronstadt octaves on that one, dude.
I thought you were gonna miss that high one, and then you kind of missed it for a second, then you got there.
Yeah,
I was
it's-
like, wow, look at him.
It's like, yeah.
Man, God.
I was
Right.
impressed.
Yeah, thank you
Say,
so
it
much.
reminds me of me when I'm singing, really.
I don't know if you know this or not, but in my backyard, I'm probably the best singer there. So
I
for
mean-
me to say that, to you, it's pretty incredible.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Unless I'm there.
Hey,
Well,
backyard,
and it
backyard
depends on how many
singing,
beers
man.
I have also. The more beers I have, the better I sound.
Oh, yeah.
I
to me.
agree. I agree.
Now, if you want to kill a cover of Neon Moon, me and this guy right here. Okay, maybe he's better than we are. I don't know, but no, he's not.
No, I
sorry.
definitely
No
no.
offense.
You win. You
Yeah.
win. And,
No,
of course.
we kill it,
And,
and not. We actually do sing
My
that.
neighbor asked for my autograph. I'll just tell you that.
Hey,
She said, "You're going places, young man."
It's called a subpoena.
once you sign,
Yeah.
once you sign one autograph, you're on your way.
Yeah,
You know.
true story.
Yeah,
I signed a man's move at Walgreens.
A move.
true story.
That is true story.
100% true story.
Yep, factual.
Nice.
Yeah.
A move, huh?
Yeah, we killed
Man
Neon
Moon.
Moon and
Oh,
Paint
I
These
get.
guys.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
You'll get him.
Was he?
Quit running.
No.
Yeah,
Quit
you,
running. Quit running, homie. You'll get him.
you ain't left here yet, Bubba.
I know, right?
Yeah. Now Neon Moon and Paint Me in Birmingham.
That's a
Paint
banger.
me
Yeah.
in Birmingham.
We
It's favorite song.
destroy that song.
That's a great song.
Yeah,
Love
yeah,
that.
yeah. Good song. All right, it is now time for lunchtime theater. Eli, what you got for us
Man,
this week,
I watched
sir?
one of the most far-fetched shows that you could possibly imagine. It was called. It had Marky Mark and The Rock, Pain and Gain.
Oh yeah,
That was a good movie.
I don't know if I would say it was good.
It was pretty interesting.
I liked it.
It's a true story,
I know. And
like legit, not based on a true story. It is a true story.
they do some crazy things, like the whole
It is
grilling of the.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to give away parts of the story.
But it's legit, like that's real. Because I went back and read, I was like, there's no way that's real. It was so far fetched. I was like, there's no way that possibly happened. But the movie is not based on a true story. It is a true story. These are factual events that happened. So
he was a doer.
if he is a doer, huh?
He's a doer.
Johnny one or
Yeah,
Johnny
whatever,
One?
whatever his name is.
What is Johnny Chew?
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. Marky
doer.
Mark, The Rock.
Yeah, the right and
The other guy, he's a good actor too.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
been in a lot of stuff. Let's see. Anyway, if you have 2.5 hours to kill, check it out. Let us know what you think.
He's Canadian.
Bat.
Not
We're
really.
like drinking that little bat. So
It's coming
I
out.
don't know what you're talking about.
You want some milk in a bag?
Hey. But anyway, I will say that it was super out there. But then when I read that it was true, I was like, "You've got to be
Kidding.
kidding me!"
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for saving me there, because I was like, "What am I supposed to say here?"
Yeah.
Yeah, radio edit. But anyway, like I said, if you have it, and don't go into this thinking it's going to be a great movie, because it is not.
It's interesting.
It is interesting.
He's really critical of movies though.
I get it.
There are very few good ones anymore.
What did you think of Top Gun, the new one?
I thought it was fantastic.
I did too.
Absolutely
I'm a movie
Yeah,
guy.
fantastic.
I would go back and see it again.
I have
100%.
seen it. I've seen it twice.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go back and pay $13 to see it again, but
That's,
And he's cheap.
I am cheap.
hey,
It's true,
we
yeah.
were somewhere up in the middle.
I'm
of
not a
like,
singer.
We
I'm
were in
not
South
traveling the
Carolina
world.
in the middle of nowhere, and so it was like $10. So I was
Oh,
like,
I'd pay $10.
yeah.
But not 13.
Yeah.
Saving that
It
$3.
depends on how closely they're watching my wife's purse to sneak the M&Ms in.
Oh
so,
yeah.
you know,
Oh
the waters.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
just told on us, didn't I?
You did.
Oh, they don't check. Like, as a matter of fact, I went here recently. The lady opened up my fiance's purse and looked at it and closed it back. Said, "Okay, you're good."
Serious?
Dead serious. No, she had like.
It's the American way.
Hey, she had the sour
they
she had the
can't
sour
charge you
watermelon
$8
sour
for M&Ms.
patches.
Oh, yeah?
She had,
Ridiculous.
so what she had in her purse, it was the sour patch, the kids, the little watermelon, a whole big bag of those. She had M&Ms, the peanut M&Ms for me. I think there was a Heath bar, you know.
Yeah, some ribs,
Little fried chicken.
sandwiches.
No, she just had the sweets in there because we still got the popcorn and we bought
And
the
that's
tickets
what we
to the
do.
movie.
We'll do the
Yeah.
popcorn and
granted,
drink, but we're going to bring our own candy.
I'm a Regal member, so anytime I go, I get at least. I mean, I didn't use my card for like forever, so I had a bunch of points.
Right, there you go.
And so like I had like 100,000 points.
Oh, wow.
Of, like,
So you get like a free large drink.
yeah, I know, right?
And then you have 0
Yeah,
points.
just one.
Yeah.
It's like one per movie.
How many points I got left? 13. What?
I got one large drink. Yeah, you only had 100,014 points.
Yeah, only. Oh my gosh. Good
Anyway,
stuff.
check it out. Pain and Gain, true story. The Rock, Marky Mark,
The
no
Rock's on
funky
top of it.
bunch, but
The Rock's on top of it, man.
he
He
really
is.
is.
Yeah, man.
Kills it.
Team Jesus.
That's good stuff. I enjoyed the movie. It was fun, I thought.
I thought
You
it was
seen
like,
it?
Yeah, I watched it a long time ago.
Well, it's got The Rock in it.
Of course, yeah, I watched
I
it.
mean, everything's Rock's in it. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
I had the Scorpion King action figure doll somewhere in here.
Action figure.
Action
Are you guys ready for Black Adam?
oh, dude, I've been waiting on that for like 4 years now, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
I'm ready for Thor. I read a review on Thor today, and I heard it wasn't great.
No, stop
They're
it.
just a review. I'm still gonna watch it.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't really
absolutely.
care. So I heard.
Yeah.
I mean,
People do reviews are stupid anyway.
I would want it streams.
yeah. But
You don't watch any Marvel stuff.
I watch all of them. I watch all of them. I know the whole storyline.
Same girl, same.
Even the ones on the that stream on like Peacock or something. So
Oh yeah, I'm in. I'm definitely in.
Yeah, I don't know why I even do this segment. I really don't.
Well, it's fun because I feel like, you know, some of these Avenger movies, I feel like they're kind of reaching to the future of things that they already have, but they just don't show us as in the world. You know, they probably
Right.
already have it. So I'm just picking. No conspiracy theories. Yeah.
Don't get Bulls walking back in. Do not talk about conspiracy theories.
Well, then why did you mention it?
What? Whoa. Are we talking about Nibiru?
No, we're talking about Tooth's music of the week right now.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah, called
well, we could talk about the
straight
13th.
arrow. This is a nice straight arrow
It's the
review.
13th
Right?
planet from the sun. That's all I'm
I might need
saying.
a little more.
All right.
Yeah, okay,
Y'all don't want the
Get
truth.
one?
Yeah, we'll get you.
All right, cool.
Actually,
Oh, it's fine.
All right, music of the week. Tooth sent me in a. It is called, if I can read it that far, "The Temper Trap." Sweet Disposition. I listened to it before we started. It's kind of a. If you took like Jet, Cage the Elephant, that style of song, that's what it is. And that's very, very Tooth-like. He's very into those guys. Maybe throw a little bit of a. What's that one band he likes? Mouse Rat or Modest Mouse? Yeah, those Mouse Rat. That's from Parks and Rec. My bad. But it's actually a really good song. It's a
I'll thank you. Thank you.
yes, yes. Ugh. I got short arms like a T-Rex. I can't get him over there. Do you know why a T-Rex cannot clap its hands? Because they're extinct.
That's pretty good. You're right about that.
We've got a whole ton of them. We've got a bunch of
Yeah.
them.
Mess up.
We got a mess,
Mess
of
of 'em.
It's more than a bushel.
More.
We can't go down that rabbit hole like we did last week.
If you need to know any unit of measure, though, in like redneckery,
We got
good
you.
job.
We
I
got
got a
'em.
few. I mean, I got like a shoulder's length. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, we didn't even hit that. No.
We did not even cover a shoulder's length.
No.
Yeah.
Or Carling.
But Travis does know that's 8 inches.
That is 8.
That's it.
I put a tape on it.
That's
I
the
can read
pinky
tape.
finger. Everybody in Radio Land.
I got
That's your pinky
little
finger.
bitty
It's 8
hands.
inches.
So a 6-inch subway is a heck of a deal.
Man, dude, I get full almost every time.
Almost.
Almost. On average.
On average.
On average. he
On
gets
average.
full. On average.
I gotta eat the chips first. Then I'm satisfied.
Yeah, I don't get them baked ones either. I get the full flavor.
I mean,
the fat.
I mean,
yeah.
100 yards is 100 big old steps.
A bunch.
You know?
That's a mess.
They
Of,
say.
that's a
Walk it
mess of steps.
Yeah, just walk it out 100
it is.
times. You're good.
So y'all take it out. Tooth has added that to the Tooth's Picks. So go to Spotify, type in Every Day, and it pops up Everyday Joe Show Tooth's Picks. So it is on his list right now.
That list is getting awful long.
It's an eclectic list.
It
It
really
is very
is.
eclectic.
Wow, man. And he's made it brewery friendly, if you will. He's taken some of the ones with cuss words and stuff off of it. So he's cleaning it up a little bit.
Brewery friendly.
Yeah.
It's not very friendly. It's brewery friendly.
Yeah, brewery, yeah.
It is played at the Common John Brewing Company
Yeah.
most Sundays.
Yeah, because we go to Common John, one of our sponsors.
Yeah.
Their brewery is kid friendly, so the music has to be kid friendly. So there's some with some language in it, and
So they don't let kids drink, do they? It's kids friendly. The beer.
You just don't tell him.
you still it's just-
Your parents got to buy it for you.
Okay, okay.
that's what it is.
Hey, as long as they're 21 before they buy
The
it.
Everyday Joe Show does not encourage underage drinking. This is just kind of thing. Very much.
It's just kid friendly.
It is. Hey Eli, before we go to break, hold that Canada Light can up so Bo Birchall can see it. That Bo's one who bought it for us.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
I thought about reaching out to him.
yeah, you should.
I'm about to get
How
back on
about
the
Lou?
train.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, good for you.
I've been saying it for about 6 months.
Yeah, I've been saying for like
6 months?
16 years.
What did we say? Accountable in April.
That's right.
Accountable in April.
All right.
Yeah, it's only July. No big deal.
No, we're good.
Yeah.
Accountable April.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because we flaked out on each other. We did good for, well, not really.
We did decent.
Yeah, we did decent from December to
March.
February.
What's the one where you're supposed to like for like 30 days? Was it February or January? Whenever you're supposed to like
It wasn't February if it's
not
30
drink
days.
or something like that. Dry January, right?
Oh, well, Bert Kreischer and his group, they do sober in October.
Okay. Well, that's my birthday.
That's mine too. I'm out.
I'm October 25th, and it's be my honeymoon, and I'm getting married.
Yeah.
In
No.
We
October.
got a lot going on in
No,
October.
Y'all
you
met in
gotta-
January. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, man, it all happened real
That's
fast.
right. All right, guys, taking the break. We're not going to do Travis talk. I think we may have a special song that Lewis is going to play for us on the air.
Yeah.
What? Live on the air?
LIVIN, man.
LIVIN, man.
On
Come
the
on.
air?
Yeah.
L-I-V.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you,
right.
Matthew McConaughey.
That's right. All
Have
right.
you, have
ashamed
you
to
read
say
or
that.
listened to his book?
I have. I've listened to
fantastic.
most of it because of her. Most of it, all of it, half of it.
All of
It's
it.
incredible. I love it.
All right, so we're going to take a break. We come back. Lewis is going to play LIVIN. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here in Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live.
Go ahead and procure that app.
Yeah, you know how to play this.
Okay, cool.
Just save up for
You can rest.
11.
Cool.
We'll come back, just kind of, we'll ask about the origin of the song. What you
Yeah.
stuff like
I have a question.
Yeah.
What's it like?
diagnosis. Call up Adoration.
Me too.
Take a step toward
Then I,
All right, guys, welcome back to the Everyday Joe Show. Brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster on 115 and Facebook Live. Episode 251, Lewis Brice, intern,
Xylophone.
Xylophone, Bull, Eli Kidder, me, the Travis Reed. Tooth on assignment, grounded. Bull took the shot too early.
cheers.
A little bit of cinnamon wine.
Cheers.
Take a drink of cinnamon wine at home with us.
That's right. Take a shot with us. We appreciate it.
Very nice. All right.
Very nice.
All right. So, Lewis, you got a new song out?
Yes, we do.
What's the name of this song?
This song is called, I could say the name, I'd rather spell it. LIVIN.
That's right. Living, man.
Yeah, it is.
Like Matthew McConaughey. Look here.
I tell you, that honestly, that idea is exactly where that came from.
Really?
Why?
Okay.
Because I just heard him say it. You know,
It's in a George Strait song too.
I mean, Dirk Bentley did one too. I'm living, but I just get in my brain that day because I actually wrote it with a really big writer, Bob DePiro. He's written a bunch of big old songs, and Jason Gant, one of his writers, and I walked in that day and like, hey, what you want to write, you know? And I always try and have ideas when I go into a writer's room. And so I walked in that day and, hey, what you want to write about? So, man, and the night before, if I have a big write, I'll generally kind of stay up a little. I'll get a couple riffs ready to kind of rock and roll. So that night before, I did a little drop D thing, like da 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 da. And I walked in and said, man, I got this riff, I got this idea, and they were like, all right, go ahead, let's play it. And as soon as I did it, and I was like, da da da, I was like, man, I just had this song about like living, you know, it's living alive, you know, partying, you know, band live thing. Cause like I'm playing a lot of live shows. I want to kind of have a show like a big party song. And I was like, but you know, that's, you know, Days of Confused movie, you know, whatever. You have Matthew McConaughey saying LIVIN, man. You know the thing about life, you know, you can't. And so we kind of started writing the song. We ended up coming out. We got it done. As soon as we got it done, I sang the demo that day, and man, it was just that day I knew I was like, man, I got to put this song out at some point. And so I wrote this song probably 3-4 years ago.
Oh wow!
Dang.
And so, well, what happened? Because I kind of wrote it, and then finally got to a point where I could record it. And so, when I went to go to record it, I got it recorded, did everything done, the very first recording actually, and then all of a sudden I was about to put it out in 2020, and then all of a sudden, you know, COVID hit, and I was like, all right, well, people aren't allowed to live in a life right now.
Yeah.
You know, they're sitting in a live show. And I was like,
LIVIN on the couch.
yeah, but how messed up was this? Like, for
Bad
me,
timing. Yeah, that's bad
but for
timing.
me, I was like, you know what? I listened to the lyrics. I was like, there's still a way I could do this if I wanted to do it. I said, because the whole thing is like, you know, it's party in the back, you know, parking up front. I was like, man, you know, I could park in the front yard and I could party in the backyard. You know, so hang out with the band.
It's like a mullet.
So I figured out a way if I wanted to shoot a video to do like a house party.
Right.
But I never did that anyway. So I was like, it ain't time. And so I actually ended up re-recording it, or at least do it to make it sound cooler and bigger. And so, yeah, we finally got to the world. We put it out about 3 weeks ago. And so it's rocking and rolling. It's kind of like a big old summer. For me, it's like a big summertime song. Like I had a good summertime song called "Summertime Vibes."
Oh yeah, killer
I
song.
love that song.
That's a killer song, dude.
It's a timeless song for me. I feel like every year it's kind of keep coming back. And but living, man, I think it's kind of in that same boat. It's like it's all year song. So it's like getting out, doing stuff.
Oh, you got over 20,000 downloads in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Or streams. Or
Yeah, over 20. I think we're saying like 22.
20,000 in 3
And that's just
weeks.
on Spotify. I think we're sitting around like 30 or so.
Yeah, because most people are
Let's
Apple
hear it.
people.
Let's see
Yeah,
what the
fire that thing up, son.
I want to tell you, you ruined my joke whenever you said you wrote the song during COVID because I thought it was going to be more like, so let's write a song. Steve be like, well, I just lost my dog. And then Tammy was like, well, my mother just passed. And then you just come out like, my gosh, can't we talk about living for a minute, guys? And that's, but that's wasn't it at all, was it?
I'm kind of a glass half full kind of guy. You
Yeah,
know?
I like it.
Even in a bad situation, I can find a bright light. You know.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. No further ado.
No further.
See my nice little T-shirt I have on. If you can't see it, gotta show the merch out.
You gotta show the merch.
I know, right?
Where can you find that merch at?
Well, currently, if you come to my live show on the Porch Tour, I'm about to next week. I'm starting up getting my whole website all fixed up. I'm gonna have a Shopify account, and so you will be able to find this shirt probably the next week or two on my website at lewisbrice.com.
There you go.
You
right
did this
there.
with Bob DePera, right?
I did. Bob DePiro was a writer on this, and one of his writers, Jason Gant. And so, yeah, that was my very first write with Bob. And so, yeah, I've written a couple times with him. Really a great guy, awesome guy. And so it was kind of cool. I started playing. It's like, man, it sounds like a hit. Let's just keep on going.
Well,
so I was like, all right, let's roll.
Let's do it.
Living a life, y'all. Come on. Got my old Chevy truck to turn over one more time. Another long day, another hard grind. Just waiting for 5 o'clock. Just waiting for the bell to ring. Just waiting for the sun to go down. Living the life, parking up front, party in the back, doing anything I want. Dancing with the girls, hanging with the band, rocking the world with a drink in my hand. LIVIN, I'm living the life tonight. LIVIN, I'm living the life tonight. LIVIN, I'm living. Oh, brother Jack sounds nice, backed by an ice cold Coors Light. Another smooth sip, another strong pull, about ready to light it up, about ready to set it off, about ready to burn one down. Living the life, parking up front, party in the back, doing anything I want. Dancing with the girls, hanging with the band, rocking the world with a drink in my hand. LIVIN, I'm living the life tonight. LIVIN, I'm living the life tonight. LIVIN, I'm living. All right, come on now. I'll be the first one up, and I'll be the last one out. You know, living a life, parking up front. You know, we party in the back right here in the Everyday Joe Show. Dancing with the girls, hanging with the band, rocking the world with a drink in my hand. LIVIN, I'm living the life tonight. LIVIN, I'm living the life tonight. LIVIN, I'm living. All right. Well, I'm living the life. LIVIN, I'm living right here on the Everyday Show. Everyday Joe Show. Everyday Joe Show right here.
Yeah. Dude, that's a killer tune, man. So you can do that, Eli?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I could do it.
Dude, that's a good.
I didn't want to steal your thunder. I thought I'd let you finish.
I was
it,
ready
know.
for you to kind of jump it up.
Well, I was about to.
Dude, yeah, man. I like the recorded version. I like the acoustic version too, though. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's fun.
That's a fun song.
Yeah, in the studio wise, when we get in there, we just try we do the studio version, like acoustic version. It's harder to perform that big of a. It's harder to perform like that big of a song because production wise, there's a lot of production in it, But acoustic wise, I want it to feel just as big. So,
Yeah. Oh yeah. You may.
And you coming from a production background, I mean, that's kind of your thing, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
was.
Well, I mean, I still, everything I'd put out, I'm part of the production process.
Oh, yeah?
Because I envision these songs when I write them, I hear how they're supposed to be. I feel like, and so I hear the big guitars, I hear the stuff here, but also when I play an acoustic, I'm like, all right, rhythm wise, how can I make this beat wise? How can I make it hits dynamic wise? I don't want it to be like a straight,
Just straight rhythm, just
yeah. And it needs, anything I try and do, I try and have a groove or like a beat or like a, it's kind of like reading a book. You have your start, come down, climax, back down, finish, result. And so.
You've heard of that.
Yeah. I like it.
Travis got excited.
All the men in radio land, everybody deserves a climax. And a finish.
Gotta have that crescendo.
That's why they crescendo.
All right, guys, we're going to end the break here. We come back. We got some burning questions from Mr. Lewis Brice. I am very interested to hear your answers on these.
All right.
I think you're going to, I think it's going to be a win, though.
I like it.
It's not about winning.
Yes, it
Travis.
is about
it's
winning.
It's about an honest
Hey, you're
answer.
first, you're last.
That's right. Come on. Huh? You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster on 101.5 and Facebook Live.
Go on that app store. Get that app.
Get app.
Get it.
What do they call the Google App Store?
Get real.
Code START for a 5. Start.
Could save you from a heart attack or stroke. If you've stopped your treatment plan, restart it or
get better.
Can we give him to Devin?
All right, guys, welcome back to Everyday Joe Show. Brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 105 and Facebook Live, episode 251. Lewis Brice, intern Xavius, Bull, Eli Kidder, me, the Travis Reed. Tooth is on assignment, grounded something.
It sounds like you're making stuff up with these names.
I really am.
Did you even Google them?
This whole show is me making stuff up.
That is true. True story.
Yeah, it's the whole thing.
Are you trying to do words with X, starting with X-ray?
Yeah, well, names.
Every week we do a different letter with Jackson. His name is Jackson.
Okay.
But every week we change the letter and refer to him.
And so you landed on X this week.
Yep.
Yeah.
So is X-ray a word?
What has to be a name?
Oh, that's a name.
Esk.
That's the name of a product.
It is. All right, guys, before we go, we are giving away 4 tickets to the Fast Farms motocross event coming up next weekend, Altamont. So if
Devin Hale's playing there, that's what I heard.
Devin Hale.
And if you can comment on Facebook Live right now and tell me the name of Lewis's single, give me your name and phone number, and you get 2 tickets. What? Huh? No, the name, their name and phone number. I had to have their name and phone number.
Should they message that though instead of put it on the
that's
thread?
right. Yeah, message me their name and phone number.
Not comment, message.
Yeah. Well, and you get 2 of the tickets. And we'll give the other 2 away before we go. All right, so now it's time for burning questions. One celebrity, living or dead, you would like to hang out with.
Oh, man, that's tough. Living or dead celebrity. I mean, I would have to say, ooh, man, it's pretty extreme. Got to do 2? Like,
Yeah, sure. You can do 2.
McConaughey and Elvis.
Man, Elvis is that's 3.
Yeah.
Elvis.
Yeah, Elvis.
Have you seen the movie?
I haven't yet. I'm going to very soon.
You're a Regal Club member, so
I know, but I know you're right. It's correct about that. I don't have the big membership. I can see everything all the time, but I do want to see that movie because I love the
the
perspective.
previews looked good.
Yeah, and I like the perspective. I didn't know his manager was his dad. I had not because I know. I mean, I love his music. I just never really read into his history and stuff like that. So Tom Hanks is playing his manager / his dad, and so I didn't know that for all these years.
I did not know that until today.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I'm right about that.
The Colonel was his dad?
Colonel Tom Parker?
I
don't know.
I'm pretty sure. Like 99%. Somebody told me that the other day. That's a real fact. So Tom Hanks is playing his manager. That is his dad, more or less. And so you're going through life, and so his dad more or less said, "You wouldn't be anywhere unless without me." But Elvis is like, "No, I'm the king." I think that's what the controversy is in the movie. Is like the dad, he wouldn't be anywhere without the dad, but the dad wouldn't be anywhere without him, more or less, in a sense, maybe. I haven't seen the movie. But that's what I've heard.
I cannot wait to see that movie.
I'm really excited about watching it.
I hear some rave reviews.
Emma, did you guys go see that?
Oh my gosh. All right, so Elvis and McConaughey.
Yep.
Green lights.
All right.
LIVIN, man.
That's right. Come on. That's right. All right, now the actual burning question.
All right.
You've seen the movie Roadhouse.
Hang on.
I have.
You've seen the movie Dirty Dancing.
Yep.
If given the opportunity, would you prefer to be Johnny Castle from Dirty Dancing or Dalton from Roadhouse?
Dalton from Roadhouse.
Whoa.
My man.
Whoa. He's made it. He's answered the question.
It had to be Dalton because I was kicking by his ass.
It's okay.
But,
hey.
sorry.
So
No, you're fine.
said
You're
you
good.
just
Yeah.
sung a song about LIVIN.
Yeah.
And you support murderers.
It's self-defense, dog.
I mean,
Self-defense.
You just sung a song about LIVIN.
Well, I mean-
Unless somebody rips their throat out.
Then DIE.
but I mean, you will live a lot longer if you rip somebody else's throat out before they rip yours out.
Come on. Lay them truth bombs out.
No intention.
If you protect yourself, you'll last a lot longer than everybody else.
What I'm
That
talking
other guy
about.
had hair like yours.
Well, I mean,
and an earring. He was not going to kill nobody.
Well,
He had no intention.
I don't wear earrings. My dad said if he ever saw an earring in my ear, he'd rip it out.
I hope I don't meet
Me
your dad.
too.
So therefore,
Yeah. What happened when you come home from Florida?
I took it out before I got home. I wasn't
And
stupid.
I like Dirty Dancing. I do.
That's one of my favorite movies. I
It was
love
a killer.
Well, I mean, I don't care because the correct answer is
Follow Beto. Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows
But
that.
I just can't.
Let's just out of curiosity.
I can
have
dance
you
all
seen
right.
Who can't speak now?
Shut up, John.
Okay.
we talking cursive towards the end. It's fine.
Yeah, it happens.
It's a great
Every
response,
Which
sir.
Way But Loose. Have you seen that movie?
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood.
With the
I have
orangutan.
seen it. I have seen it. It's an older movie, but yes, I have.
Oh, well.
Did you just say it's an older movie?
I
You
think
mean
so,
a
right?
classic?
But it's a
Is that
classic.
what you mean to
That
say?
is what he meant
But
by
I
older
haven't.
movie.
Oh, okay,
It's
I
been a long time
apologize.
since I've seen it. Is what I meant to say. How about that?
Would you rather be Follow Beto or Dalton from Roadhouse?
Oh man, see, I don't know that part.
See, watch the movies again
I have
at
to
your
watch the movies
leisure.
again.
And then come back.
Maybe
and
when
give
you're on
us an
tour, if you're on the
appropriate answer,
airplane,
please.
hey, look it up.
Philo Beto loses a fight on purpose.
Follow Beto also whipped the entire Black Widow motorcycle gang.
If you think
by
They
his
lost the
lonesome,
fight.
me and Lewis can go in there and whip them.
Yeah.
y'all can
Black
whip
Widow.
them.
We
don't
That
lose.
is not
We don't
true.
lose.
They were a
fight.
Nazi biker gang.
You're not
Okay?
gonna.
They were fatter than I was.
That is not true.
Hey, wait a minute. Yes, it is.
You were husky.
I'm still in
Says so on your pants. That's how I know.
I do wear the Huskies. I don't care. It's my show. I'll turn it off.
I'm just saying.
Why'd my voice get so high right there?
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, we got to take another break. Let's go play the song. During the break for us. We come back. We'll figure out what we have learned tonight. You're listening to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here in Rooster 1015 and Facebook Live.
All right. Well. That's what I've been playing all summer. That's that E note. It's actually E flat because I'm gonna have step dancing. Let me tune this thing up first. It was tuned when I bought it, but All right, here we go. Little summertime vibes, everybody. Summertime vibes gonna get me high. Riding these tires till the day I die. Wish I could catch it in a bottle, sipping when I need those summertime vibes to get me high. I spend all my money to never lose these sunny summertime vibes, yeah. With the bed about an hour ago, but the bass is biting and the beer's cold. We can get the sleep we need when we get old. This afternoon ain't gonna wait. You know Nashville Creek flipping over wakes. The Malibu boats can't play their music low. All them worries you forget when that sun starts to set. So grab a girl and pull her real close. Summertime vibes gonna get me high. Riding these tires till the day I die. Wish I could catch it in a bottle, sipping when I need those summertime vibes to get me high. I spend all my money to never lose these sunny summertime vibes. Ooh, yeah. Shooting mezcal down in Mexico, jumping jet skis up and down the coast with some California buds, Carolina folks I know. Brah. Got one love washing over me. Got Bob Marley playing on repeat. Got Malibu rum, gotta sing it to the radio. All them worries start to fade when that sun slips away. So grab a girl and pull her real close. Summertime vibes gonna get me high. Riding these tires till the day I die. Wish I could catch it in a bottle, sipping when I need those summertime vibes to get me high. I spend all my money to never lose these sunny summertime vibes. Ooh, hey, Gino, you out have a guitar player play this part. It's like when we did this song, we had a
Parmesan.
double solo going on. It's like a banjo and like a violin and then like another guitar. You know, something like that. Yeah, summertime vibes gonna get me high. Riding these tides till the day I die. Wish I could catch it in a bottle. Sip it when I need those summertime vibes to get me high. Well, I spend all my money to never lose these sunny. I spend all my money to never lose these sunny. I spend all my money to never lose these sunny summertime vibes. Yeah. Woo! Yeah.
Man,
Little summertime vibes.
that's a summertime anthem.
Yeah, man.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Everyday Joe Show, brewed by the Common John Brewing Company here on Rooster 115 and Facebook Live. Episode 251, Lewis Brice, intern Xena, Bull.
Warrior princess. Warrior princess.
You're a princess.
Yes, he
Yes,
is.
yes, girl, you is a princess.
Yes. Hey, girl, hey.
You a big old princess is what you is. Bull, Eli Kidder, me, the Travis Reed, tooth on assignment, grounded, something in here. All right, now it's time for what we have learned. Lewis, what have you learned tonight?
Oh, man. Well, I've learned that the Straight Arrow beer from the Common John Brewing Company is fantastic.
I agree.
It's pretty awesome. You know, I feel like the Everyday Joe can have a good time out here.
You dang right.
The people at Common John Brewing Company.
I will wear these very often.
Yeah.
I love wearing. Now this is a schmedium, right?
It is a medium
Show off those
large.
biceps.
Yeah. They got you a hat, a t-shirt, and a koozie.
Hey, and that's a Richardson, too.
I'll wear it. Now, right now, I can't strip right now. You know, but you know, I will take pictures.
Well, we'll do the classic underwear hug before we leave.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah.
I wore tighty whities just for that tonight.
I didn't wear any.
Thank goodness.
Underwear.
And I'm free.
Yeah. Free ball.
Sorry, it's
It's all right.
channel my
You're fine.
inner William Lee Golden. Yeah, LeBron wanted me to give that, and thank you for picking it up because I almost forgot.
Yeah, thank you very much. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. I will be
I
wearing
wonder
this.
why LeBron doesn't want me to have any free stuff.
He doesn't want me to have any free stuff either. Bull gets all kinds of free stuff. I don't get crap.
Bull actually sweats there.
He sweats
So-
a lot. It's gross. Intern Xena, what did you learn tonight?
There's not many X names.
You're exactly right, sir. We're struggling all night long, buddy.
Man.
You right, man. You right.
Well done, sir.
Bull, what'd you learn?
What did I learn? Mm-hmm. I learned they grow pretty men in South Carolina. That's it. I'm a strong man. I can say that.
You can.
Yeah.
I can say that.
Yeah, I'm
With a beer
tired.
like that, you got all the confidence in the world.
I'm tired of these
confidence
text
in the
messages.
world.
Man, this guy's sexy. I'm sick of it. If I get one more, I'm throwing my phone.
Oh man.
Eli, what'd you learn?
I learned that evidently I'm from South Carolina.
Well played, sir.
He picked up on what I was putting down the whole time.
That's right.
Big baby, that's your husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
to
learned
leave
that
with
if you
that
don't
now.
feel well, if you'll drink 5 or 6 beers,
Yeah.
you'll be all right.
You be-
Yeah, you'll feel better.
Yeah.
No question
Good for
about it.
you. Oh, that's awesome. I learned that summertime vibes get me high.
It
That's
will.
what I learned. Man, I love that song.
Thank you so
awesome.
much.
It's awesome. All right, guys, don't forget, message me if you want to win the motocross tickets. Lewis Brice's newest single. Message me, phone number and name.
L-I-V-I-N. man.
L-I-V-I-N.
You'll be L-I-V-I-N at the motocross.
Come on. That's
Fast
right.
Farm.
That's what it's
Come
about.
on. That's right. Lewis, thank you so much for coming down, man. We appreciate it, man. We had a good time.
Appreciate y'all. so
Yes,
much.
sir. Appreciate you, man. That,
Yeah,
was,
man.
that was awesome.
That was awesome. Good time.
Intern Jackson. I'll call you by your real name.
See ya.
Thank you, buddy. Bo.
Hello.
Appreciate it.
Love it.
All right. Eli Kidder. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, my pleasure.
All right. Appreciate it, guys.
Holla.